TikTok time to rock. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everyone who's watching from all over the world. It's your friendly neighborhood philosopher here, D Wood. Just sitting here in my room, which has been doxxed. They know my address. You've got Salwan Momika. He burned a couple of things. They show up and murder him in Europe. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here with Dr. Maloink, the Dawa snitch pig here. Oh, by the way, I just ordered him. I didn't have time to put him on, but someone recommended the little googly eyes. So I didn't know which size, so I ordered a box that has all the googly eyes for his eyes and stuff. So anyway, this should look, Dr. Maloink should look cooler tomorrow. You know what's weird? I made this, and I had Muhammad in here, and then it like over like what, 2 days, it turned all foggy in there. I was thinking at first it was just like bacteria or something, but it looks like you can see little stuff in there. It looks like the Quran page I have in there is like disintegrating.
Oh, so the Quran page is basically just molding in with the urine then.
Yeah, but you can't even see anymore. I mean, you could kind of see it says why Malik in there, but it got all foggy. So I'm gonna have to change up my recipe and redo that. That's just gonna be sitting at the bottom of the dump someplace. But totally ruined that one. Anyway, plenty of cool videos to share this week, and we're gonna try to get out our top 100 ways to, I don't know, respect the Quran, use the Quran, something like that. And then later this week, we got our first massive installment from the Quran Demolition Ranch. Mm-hmm. And I'm not allowed to have any sort of firearms, so Thaddeus is working on renting a flamethrower, because no one told me anything about flamethrowers. No one said one word to me about flamethrowers. So don't be blaming me if they're like, you can't have a flamethrower. I didn't know I wasn't allowed to have a flamethrower. What are you talking about? No one said a word to me about flamethrowers. Upon my release, not one person said, David, you are not allowed to have a flamethrower. So they said I'm not allowed to have other things. But anyway. So, what are we doing here, guys? Oh, yeah. So, guys, we have Thaddeus here. Thaddeus has been along for the epic doxing ride here, doing the difficult work of going through all of Malik's streams and cutting out the relevant portions and sending them to me. So I haven't watched any of the stuff we're about to watch, although we probably will post a recap from what led to this, namely him being like the ultimate Dawa snitch. Mm-hmm. But I'll have that little recap. Other than that, I haven't seen any of this stuff. Although the intro, if that's the same thing he posted on X, then I did see like the first, 15 seconds of it or something like that. Other than that, totally new. Although I've heard that he was doxing Inspiring Philosophy and GodLogic. So we'll be checking out all of this. And we have Chris Claus, who you've been familiar with this guy for a while, Chris?
Yeah. Actually, it's he doxed me and Avery, King Sylv, a bunch of Christians 2 years ago when this initial doxing started. And it originally started over 2 years ago because Avery and Malik actually had a debate. And after that debate, Christians...
Whoa. Avery, GodLogic.
Yes, sir.
Had a debate with this dork?
Yes, sir, over 2 years ago.
I would guess that would have been a complete massacre, because this guy's a moron.
Well, at the end of the debate, Christians and Muslims renamed Dr. Malik Dr. Shirk.
Because he doesn't know anything and he keeps committing shirk. I mean... I don't even think that would impact him very much. I mean, we've explained Surah 6 verse 108 and how everything he's doing right now means he is going to have to, according to his religion, stand before Allah and explain why, of all Muslims of all times and all of history, we're talking in the billions, he's the one who incited the biggest, most epic campaign of Quran desecration ever. And he's already done that. And we're, barely halfway through January. And this is going to be a long, long year. I mean, a long, long year. All right. So what
good
else do
one.
we know? What else do we know about Dr. Malik? Because apparently I had a discussion with him at some point when he called into a live stream, and he's like praising me. I think you're such a nice guy. And this is after he knew all this. He knew all the stuff I was doing. Anyway, we'll share that clip in a different live stream when I clip it. But apart from that, because I had no idea who that was, I only heard about him when he's snitching on all the Dawa guys, just snitching on everybody, just everyone. So.
Mm-hmm.
What else stands out over the years? So he debated Avery, doesn't know anything.
So what happens with Malik is over on TikTok, they got their little group, right? And he thinks he's the leader of that little group. So if somebody strays off, then they're being disloyal to them. So there's been a big separation between him and another group within the group. And a Somalian Muslim by the name of Aki X is going against Malik, and they've been hitting heads. They've been posting each other's families, doxing each other. And then I truly think, David, now I can't prove it, but I truly think this is true, that Jake the Muslim metaphysician and Malik got together 3 or 4 months ago, and they decided to take down the whole Ummah and let Jake be the one that raises to the top of the leaderboard. And Malik was going to help him.
Dude, that ties together perfectly.
I thought you would see it.
Did everyone just catch that? Because I mean, Thaddeus and I were going through clips where, and on some other shows where everything tied together. In that. The discussion with Jake, so he had a discussion with Jake right before he let all this stuff out there. And he's having a discussion with Jake, and he's saying, oh, but the Warner's so great. The Warner's my buddy and stuff like that. And Jake's saying none of these guys are any good. None of these guys. They're bad. Sneeko, he's destroying Islam. He's like, no, he's so popular. But I mean, look at the timing. Right when Malik trashes all the Dawa guys, and he's saying they're all doing that, except the guy who was telling him about what these guys are saying about him behind the scenes and so on. So Jake's the good guy. Jake's the only good one. Everyone else got thrown under the bus completely. They're all going around. Guys, these aren't our words. If this is, matter of fact, we'll play the clip here in a minute. But all these guys are going around, they're smashing hoes. They basically get funding for their Dawa trips. They take a couple of videos. Oh, look, we're handing out Qurans in the park. After that, they're hitting the clubs. They're heading back. They're heading back to the hotel. They're, in their words, smashing hoes, running trains on girls and stuff like that. And so just as Malik exposes all these guys, gives us all the ammunition to destroy them for the rest of their Dawa careers. Simultaneously, Jake jumps in there, and all these guys are actually heretics and apostates. Not because of their behavior, for their Akida and stuff like that. They're just all wrong. So they're all bad. So they're all morally reprehensible. We know that thanks to Malik. Jake doesn't bring that stuff up. They're all theologically apostate or heretical and stuff like that. And who's left standing? Jake, the Muslim metaphysician, as the only Dawa guy you can trust. Oh, that would be brilliant. I was thinking there's obviously some sort of collusion there. That's why I put Jake on the thumbnail there. Mm-hmm. Brilliant. That makes sense.
And if you think about it too, David, what other Muslim outside of Malik has actually supported Malik's video in any way, shape, or form? That would be Jake the Muslim metaphysician by doing a live stream on it. But I don't see any other Muslims on YouTube taking him serious or anything else like that. Only Jake. Why?
Interesting. That is the tag team right there. So we've got Jake, the Muslim metaphysician, working with Malik, the Dawa snitch, taking down all of Dawa before our eyes. Good way to start 2026, guys. Brilliant plan.
Now, the only thing that they didn't plan on was us reacting to it, and then Malik attacking us the way he does, and then you getting involved. They never played that variable, right? Because if me, you, Logic, would have never got involved, and Malik would have did this, Jake would have did that, it would have still been Jake and Malik against the Dawa guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't consider what was going to happen. So I don't think their plan is going to fully work out for them.
Well,
because of the Quran desecration.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to work out at all because, hey, we got this little plan here where I'll be the last Dawa guy standing. Everyone else will be destroyed. And yeah, well, simultaneously as part of your little plan, you've got the biggest campaign of Quran desecration the world has ever seen. And it's all on you two guys. Kind of on Muhammad Hijab because he's the one who really set it off years ago. But this latest edition of it, and the by far the biggest, that's all Malik and Jake apparently. Smart guys. Smart. They had a brilliant plan. They're the best of planners. All right, so take these first couple of super chats real quick, and then we will watch the recap. What sort of put Malik on our radar when he started snitching on everyone. Have y'all called the police, or do we no trust them? Police, no, we had a police officer show up. Someone called the police when Malik doxed everyone, and someone called the police officer to come check on my wife while I was gone. Let's see, Dr. Maloink in Dawa House. Yeah, see, and that's the difference. So you got Muhammad. Has not been perfectly preserved, but Dr. Maloink, perfect preservation. In fact, this is the best case for perfect preservation Dawa has ever had.
And you actually have the evidence.
We have a request here. Let's hear Eric from Ohio, E-I-E-I-O. I actually have that. I was going to play it later, but we had a request.
That's a super chat. You got to do it, right?
You got to do it. We got
request.
All right, so guys, I played it yesterday. Awesome song, but yeah, Eric, your brother in Christ, came up with a total banger. Not in the zoot sense, but he came up with a total banger here. All thanks to Malik, and let's go ahead and check it out. By the way, everyone, listen to the lyrics are hilarious. You should have put the lyrics up on the screen because they're actually super funny. I'm saying that because I wasn't really paying attention to the lyrics at the first time I heard it, and then I would listen to them the next time I watched it, and it had really hilarious stuff. Eric from Ohio had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Gets in your head, man.
On that farm he had some pigs. E-I-E-I-O. With a sheep here and a goat there. Eric from Ohio had a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
Said that book made no bleep sense.
So we fed it here, fed it there, pages flying everywhere.
Eric from Ohio had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Sometimes he shoots it straight.
Sometimes he shoots it straight.
Sometimes
He wipes his butt.
Sheep just stare like
bro's insane.
the Quran is
Such a stupid book. E-I-E-I-O.
Every day the book gets zooted. Zoot, zoot, zoot. Zoot. Same book gets eaten. Zoot, zoot, zoot. Zoot. It gets zooted here. Zooted
he's got some aim too.
Yep, and we're gonna be putting that aim to the test at the Quran Demolition Ranch on Thursday.
I got my money on him not missing a shot.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out the hard way, and we're gonna find out if he's better aim with his various sophisticated instruments, or if the Dizzle's better aim with a flamethrower.
A bit easy to hit your target with a flamethrower. I do got to give credit to Eric for using the goat there for censorship. I was so inspired by that idea when I needed to censor something in this video. I took that. The video we'll watch here in a little bit, not the one we're about to watch, but the one later on. I took that example and I'm like, yeah, that's great. That's how I'm going to use a censor noise from now on, is the goat.
Well, I think he got it from Muhammad, didn't he? In Allah?
Yeah.
Didn't the goat censor some of the verses in the Quran too?
Please research the Ethiopic Abyssinian Christian origin of the Quran. We can use this to destroy Dawah and Islam. Quran is a heretic Christian homily. I've never investigated that, but I've heard about the connections there. But guess what? People are researching that. I don't think black powder guns are illegal. You can own those. Granted, they're not as good as the commonly used guns today, but better than nothing. Well, I don't know. Not better than a flamethrower. A lighter and a hairspray can works like a flamer. Yep. Not a flamer in the Warner sense, but yeah. David, look at your state's rules for owning a burner. Some states allow felons to be in possession of one. A quick call to the company should resolve. That's one of those things that fire like balls or something like that. Malik is D. Wood's sock puppet. Think about it. Can you believe anyone can be this stupid? I don't know, but I know. Yeah, I pointed that out. It's like, it's hard to believe that he could actually be this stupid. So it looks like he is actually some sort of agent just trying to destroy Dawah from within. Or, as Chris pointed out, might have just been given an assignment by Jake. Hey, look, you're going to have to take some hits on this one. Not like Muhammad took on the night of Al-Zut, but you're going to have to take some serious hits on this one. But got to do it. Or just like divine punishment, like God delivering someone into our hands and hardening his heart to make him just keep going, even as everything's been like Pharaoh, just everything's being destroyed around him, but just heart so stubborn. I have to keep going. So makes sense. Let's see. Douse the paper in an accelerant before using the fire extinguisher for better results. I sent you a way of preserving one Quran from the great Malikening. Had to send it to your email since I'm too dumb to edit videos. Merry Zutmas, everyone. Thank you. Who destroyed more Quran, Aisha, Uthman, or Malik? Oh, it's going to be Malik. I mean, if you think about what was... Malik. Yeah, what was actually... So, you're talking about Aisha, you're talking about a partial manuscript of one chapter, Surah 33. Partial manuscript, and her sheep or goat conveniently eats some of the parts of one chapter. And then Uthman, we read about Uthman destroying all these Qurans, burning all these Qurans, but that wouldn't have been a ton of stuff back then, right? It wasn't a huge community as far as people actually having written stuff. So there would not have been a lot of stuff. Malik, on the other hand, has people around the world doing this. Someone said the urine gets cloudy from bacterial growth. If you refill the jar, you can heat and pasteurize it with home canning kit to keep it clear. Adding distilled vinegar in 1:10 ratio should help too. Yeah, that sounds right. But again, there's like little fragments in there, so I'm wondering if something is just being destroyed. But I'll try it again your way with everything else being exactly the same, and then we'll see if that turns messed up and cloudy. So yeah, I'll have to experiment with it. It was Malik sing to Shaggy song, but Jake recorded a phone call. It was Malik. Now, hang on. It was Malik. But Jake recorded a phone call. It was Malik. Now he's definitely Mossad, y'all. It was Malik. He even called out Libiano. It was Malik. Warner lurking in the shower. It was Malik. Praying for y'all.
Someone sent me, it was Malik song inspired. It's not like a direct parody. Yeah, no. It's inspired by that. I'm gonna get a music video made for that. Get that out. I think it's a really good song. Honestly,
Yeah, I got that one too. I
the lyrics
actually
are hilarious, but even the song is good.
Yeah, it's just yeah, that was the thing. It's just audio. I want to like put some pictures,
Right,
some pictures up or something like that. So yeah, one of us can do that. Whoever does that first can and then we can share that. Let's see. Song hits harder than the bullets hit the Quran. Yep. E-I-E-I-O. Song was pretty legit. It was indeed. I searched for Avery versus Malik and only found a short clip, but Avery has a playlist versus top Muslim debaters. Malik is not part of it, but the Warner. The top. Yeah. What I sing around the house now, the Quran is such a stupid book. E-I-E-I-O. I mean, imagine. Thanks to Malik, kids everywhere are going to grow up singing, the Quran is such a stupid book. E-I-E-I-O. We need a version in Espanol now, brother in Christ. Well, I can do that myself because, you know, when you think of Spanish, you think of David Segura. We have queer on desecration or defecation. Well, those are not mutually exclusive. You imitating Valentina, at least say stupid cube with your stupid cube and your stupid rock. 1, black powder is legally not considered a firearm. Lol. 2, see what is abrogated after 10 rounds fired. 3, you guys got 50 BMG in the lineup yet? What is that? What is that, Thaddeus?
I assume it's 50 cal. Same idea.
Why wouldn't he say 50 cal?
I don't know. I think it's technically, I think the technical way to say it is BMG, but
okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I'm not an expert on firearms, but I seem to remember that from the past.
I definitely not. I'm in David's boat. I'm not allowed to touch a gun until I'm 98 years old.
I'm not ever allowed to touch a gun, no matter how old I get.
I got 80 years. So
nice.
Not as long as you.
Be careful of state laws. For example, in Ohio, flamethrowers require special permits and muzzle loaders are classified as firearms. Yeah, we're not going to be in Ohio, so God bless you guys. Thank you. Hey, David, I'm a Civil War reenactor, and Quran pages make great wadding. Just saying. Well, if you want to make a little video of that, yeah, holler at your boy. Holler at your boy. And I don't mean Malik. We'll holler at him for you. Jake and Malik sitting in a tree. Zutting. Classic.
Factually accurate.
Yeah, so all right, guys, let's go ahead and watch the there's a short version. There's like I have like an 18-minute version, then the whole thing was like an hour and a half just of Malik snitching on everybody and snitching and snitching and snitching. And just when you think, my goodness, this guy can't possibly snitch anymore, he snitches even more. And then he snitches and you're like, oh my goodness, there's somebody left out. Wrong. Muslim lantern. You think I'm leaving out the Muslim lantern? Wrong. Snitch. Yeah, yeah. So Chris, you've been aware of him for a longer time. He goes around and acts like he's some sort of gang member with this Pyru stuff.
Yeah. Yep. That's why he's got the nickname of Bick and Back being Bull. Now, it's not because he can't spell, but because he seems to think that he's a Pyru blood from the Treetop district, where the Bloods would substitute the C for a B because they're not, Crips is spelled with a C. So a lot of the words that start with the letter C, they will put the letter B instead of C. So when you see Bickin' Back being Bull, that's kicking back being cool.
Oh,
but
that is just the
B's
stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yes. But that's the whole thing. And he's putting on this persona. But could you imagine? He's playing off like he's a gangster from whatever, right? He's half Libyan, half Italian. Where does the black come in there?
Well, no, it's just based on how he acts and what he does. It's a complete joke. They would not, no gang would have the biggest snitch I've ever seen in my life. A guy who, the moment you tick him off, he starts snitching, not just on you, but on everyone who knows you. 0% chance of that dude actually being in a gang. I've warned him repeatedly that, dude, don't go to prison, because like they don't have to know that he's a snitch. They would find out as soon as like someone ticks him off about anything, and he starts, "Oh yeah, well you did this and you did this and you did this and everyone around you did this," and he's gonna have to be in protective custody real quick, like, because snitches are absolute bottom of the barrel. Snitches are bottom of the barrel, even below child molesters. And in that situation, he might literally be beneath. Would not go well for him. Anyway, guys. So, but I just have to say, is sitting around at a computer. What can I find out about your grandma? It's kind of like the least gangsta thing I can think of.
That's what I was thinking too. He puts this "I'm a gangster" persona on all the time. He's this treetop Pyru blood, David, but yet he's going to take this girl to the cops. Is that something that a gang member would have done?
I mean, I hope he does, because that would be hilarious. And then all of a sudden you're dealing with a felony there. So,
well, and he actually said he's already did it. So on my last live stream, and I'm going to say it this time too, bring the evidence, Malik. If you're truthful and your Muslims down there believe you that you actually went and you did this at the police station, we want to see the evidence in the next 24 hours. If you don't show it, you don't have it, and you lied, just like we said you did.
Yeah, that's he got that from his other Dawa buddy and another compulsive liar. He stole that right from Sheikh Uthman's playbook when Sheikh Uthman said, "I'm a victim of a hate crime, an Islamophobic hate crime." Super gangsta there, super gangsta, making up a fake hate crime against yourself. Yeah, just like super gangsta Jussie Smollett. But anyway, Sheikh Uthman copies Jussie Smollett, but he doesn't just fake the hate crime. He also says that that this, there's a police report and the weapon was in it, and there was the guy's DNA was on the weapon, and they tracked the guy down, and he went to court and he pleaded guilty and he's locked up and all this. Police, courts, no one has any record of any of this happening. And when he was called on this, he just sits there and he just has a random piece of paper. "What are you talking about? I got the police report right here. It's right here. Look, it's right here. Look, I got the police report right here. Oh yeah, it's right here, guys. I got the police report. What? I got it right here. I got the police report. Yeah. So all you fools out there who think I don't have the police report, I got the police report. Yeah. You know who doesn't have the police report, Sheikh Uthman? The police, because it's just a piece of paper in your hand. But anyway, our good buddy Malik did the same thing. "Oh, there's a police report. There's a police report." Well, let's see it from police. Where is it? If it's a police report, then the police would have it, right? Not just you in your room in front of your computer.
And another thing that he's done as well is he's actually attacked female Muslims on the app. This one lady goes by the name of Tina on the app. She's a Muslim, and he claims that he sent her $1,000. And then he tried to bring the evidence of it. And what he did is he photoshopped an actual receipt from, I think it was PayPal that he used, and tried to say that it was from him to her for that amount, and he posted it up. Well, Tina actually called PayPal, got them on the phone, read them the invoice number that he had in the image, and the PayPal guy said it was from Malik to Malik. So Malik sent himself $1,000 from one account to another account, photoshopped it, made it look like he sent it to a woman, and then put it out to make her look bad. That's what Malik does.
What an epic dork. Yeah, so guys, that's apparently the new version of what gangsta means, apparently. See, we didn't know before. We had the wrong idea about gangstas. We got it totally wrong, guys. Now it's about I sent her some money on PayPal, and I hope she doesn't look up the invoice number for me lying to all my stupid idiot fans.
She literally did it, and I could probably get the video, and I'll send it to Thaddeus from TikTok. You guys can play it on the next one if you'd like.
Oh yeah, we
That'd
might.
be pretty funny.
Yeah, we might want to check that out. Definitely
Okay.
tons of. Tons of funny stuff.
Can I clear some air too before we continue? Because everybody's like, "Oh my God, Chris can't touch a gun for 80 years. What did he do?" Well, I'm a Canadian, y'all. So in Canada, if you have an assault charge, they give you 10 years of a weapons ban, no matter what type of assault charge you've got. And I have 8 assaults, 5 causing bodily harm. So come see me, Malik.
All right, let's go ahead and check out the. Again, guys, this is the short version, but this is a sample of Malik snitching on everybody. So if one person crosses him, he responds by snitching on everybody. Let's check it out.
Warner was one of the good ones? Yeah, that's what you think. A lot of these guys give dawah and try to show themselves up as fake people, and I ain't with all that. And especially if you want to cross me, this is really what happened. He called Jake and told Jake, Malik is an undercover Yahudi.
Notice who's involved? Jake. Jake and Malik. Interesting little tag team here.
He's an undercover Mossad agent.
Triangle.
Warner, he denied it. He said, I never called him that.
And we know the Warner's into dudes here, and who's he with? Sheikh Uthman right beside him.
Mm-hmm.
Jake said, guess what, Malik? I recorded it. Jake plays the whole phone call. What did he say? He called me an undercover agent. Chat, you want to see who Warner really is? I'm the wrong one, Warner.
I'm the wrong
I'll
one.
bring all the receipts and evidence.
I'm the wrong one. Hey, I mean, think about this. He said I'm an undercover agent. I have to say, if you're an undercover Mossad agent, I don't know what they paid you. It was worth every penny and well more. But I have to say, if you were an agent who was sent to destroy Islam from within, you could not possibly have done a better job. There's nothing you could do to do a better job. So all the evidence actually lines up pretty well. But the other possibility is you're just insanely stupid.
Warner is probably the fakest of them all. Like between Libiano, Central, all them, Warner in terms of the Islamic stuff, fakest of them all. You're the one who literally said in front of me and other people that you would take it up the butt as long as it got you into the game to where you could make an influence. Wallahi said that in front of people.
Wallahi, he said he would
Why
take
was
it
he
up the
telling
butt.
Malik that? I mean, did he think that Malik would be like, okay,
Yeah.
right here, right now, buddy?
Yeah, can you imagine the Warner? Hey, Malik. Hey, just so you know, man, if you can get me in, I'll take it up the butt. You can get me to the Illuminati because, you were a rapper. You were a rapper. Worst rapper of all time. But, hey, if you can get me, I'm ready, man. I'll take it up the butt, just so you know. And even if I don't get in, I don't mind. I'll still take it up the butt. What is this, man?
It wasn't to get it, just for the chance to get in. They don't even really got to accept him. He's just there he's there just auditioning to see if he got a shot at getting in. That's all. Mm-hmm. And what I think is funny is after this, Malik tries to come out and do his big, "Oh, I didn't mean it" campaign. This guy just said wallahi. You can't take that back.
No, he said it over and over again, especially in the longer clip. It's wallahi, wallahi, may Allah curse me if I'm lying. May he curse me. May he curse me if I'm lying. Over and over again.
You said if I had to take you up the butt one time, so I could literally be
Or infinitely.
like in the Illuminati,
Or 30 times,
just so I could help people come to Islam, you would.
Hey, I have to say, though, that's Sunnah, man. That's Sunnah. Muhammad did the same thing, but, with a bunch more guys, all for Islam.
This guy is the...
You know what he's doing? He's thinking, if I just have one drink of beer, I'm not really an alcoholic. So if he only takes it in the butt one time.
Yeah. Or 10. Or 50,
whatever.
You know what I mean? Whatever it takes. By the way, guys, this in the full picture, this is the Warner standing behind Malik. That sort of dude you want standing behind you, looking down at you, like, look at this little guy. I can toss him around like a rag doll. The heck is this?
biggest pothead on this planet, bro. The guy you take dawah from, all he does is roll one up. That's all he does. Chat, this guy gets high as hell all day and all night. Well, wallahi, may Allah curse me. This guy goes high to the mosque. This guy literally goes to give dawah high every day or every weekend. Sorry. Let me tell you guys something. All they want to do is hide behind the shield of Islam. These shits are private sins. So hold on. If Warner's asking for money for Qurans, but he's going to the dispensary instead, right? If he's going to the dispensary instead, is it Islamically I have to stay quiet? If he's going to the dispensary with the money he's getting for the Qurans, chat, guys, I gave this guy money. I gave this guy money for Qurans. He went to the dispensary. He went to the dispensary and spent my.
Was it $1,000 that you sent via PayPal? You got the receipts. You got the receipts, buddy.
And also,
It's not in this version, but he does say that I got my money back from. But he also says that Warner doesn't have any money, and he had already spent it. So how did Warner repay you exactly?
Maybe he had to borrow some money from one of his boyfriends or something.
And he's going on about these being public sins, and why can't he expose these public sins? But you were with them, joining in these public sins up to the point where they called you a Yehudi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and in that discussion with Jake, he was saying, I don't have any problem with the Warner. I don't have any problem. But he knew all this stuff about the Warner. It wasn't a problem until he had a discussion with Jake, and then it suddenly became this huge problem. Interesting stuff.
And weirdly enough, because the Dawa boys still ain't back together, they may have made it look like they did to everybody else. But I also got another clip that I'll send Thaddeus. Thaddeus probably actually has it anyway, where Malik is actually saying that if you've got Uthman, you get Libiano, you get the top guys of you get like 3 or 4 of them, and you put them together and you put them against Sam Shimon, and you give them equal time to speak, Sam destroys them every time.
He would.
Yeah, but so would everyone else, in fairness. I mean,
that's true.
It's not that hard to destroy these guys.
No.
Anyway, so we got the Warner here talking about all the stuff he's willing to do for the Dawah.
By the way, guys, you know Warner's been married 9 times? Warner's been married 9 times.
We know now.
9.
Thanks,
9
Malik.
times, chat.
By the way, it's interesting. It's interesting, like, that would be a problem because his prophet did it.
Mutai. This guy's a mutai. Bro, this guy went on vacation with a Moroccan girl, married her for 5 minutes, and then divorced her on the way home.
Now think about that, right? So he says he is willing to take it up the butt for da'wah. It's not in this clip, but it's in the longer one that he talks about the Warner and these other guys being up in the club with trans women. So he's into trans women. And then we started calling him the Watcher because he says that the Warner likes to sit in the chair and watch other guys running a train on a girl, apparently fantasizing about being the girl, and he likes to watch the guys. But notice he said that he did the mutta and married her for 5 minutes. So apparently that stuff is like just for show. Like, hey guys, I'm a real man. Look, okay, I'm done. Get out of here, lady. Hey, anyone need me to take it up the butt for anything?
If it was like somebody just put in the chat, 9 women equals 45 minutes for the Warner right there.
Yeah, he's been married 9 times, and that was just from 2:15 to 3 o'clock yesterday.
If I'm lying, I'm dying. This guy literally, and by the way, you think like he got married 9 times, like that's enough. Brother, this guy's smashing girls every weekend. Malik, I just smashed this chick. I'm like, bro, why are you even doing that? Well, I have pics on my phone of this guy on FaceTime, bro, with a girl in his bed, lying on his shoulder, bro.
You see what I'm saying? So he's sitting there FaceTiming Malik. Go, oh, look, I'm in bed. See, it's a girl. It's a girl this time. Look, see, girl, see. You don't need to expose me.
Would you like to join us?
Yeah, it seems like he realized Malik is picking up on all this stuff about taking it up the butt and the trans and so on. And he realized it. And then he like talks to Jake and he's like, hey, this guy ever says anything about me, and what I want guys to do to me and stuff like that. If he ever says any stuff like that, man, he's a Mossad agent. Yeah, he's a Mossad agent. Yeah, don't believe anything that guy says about me. And then didn't work out so well.
And also, I would point in there too. Is Warner only the one that we should be calling the Watcher?
Yep.
Because why is Warner FaceTiming Malik when he's got a woman in his bed? Is Malik watching?
Oh yeah, Malik might be into that sort of thing too.
It
is a theory that he's actually into dudes, and that's why he keeps going after people's wives because he's like jealous of them. Like, why do you get why do you get this guy and I don't?
Do you know who this guy reminds me of, David? And I think that you would recognize this guy's name. He goes by the name of Ijaz Ahmed. Do you remember that name, David? Ijaz?
Wait, Ijaz, the
little troll. Yeah.
The little guy with the glasses?
Oh,
yeah, little sniveling crybaby. Yeah. Oh no. Matter of fact, Shabir. It wasn't Shabir. It was Paul Williams. It was Paul Williams years ago, who he called him out for it. He said Ijaz came to me and he said, "Hey, I've got this folder where I've been collecting information about all the Islamophobes." And so when we're ready to go, I have all their information, all their families and stuff like that. And Paul Williams is like, what the heck is this? And he actually like, this is what this dude tried to show me. And I'm like, why are you keeping that? No, as soon as Malik started doxing everyone, I was thinking, oh, he's probably working with Ijaz, man. Ijaz probably like, here's my folder, man. Here's my folder.
And if you think about it, Malik and Ijaz might be brothers. Because if you think about it, Ijaz always had this idea that he was the man in Dawa. He was the top guy. He was running the Dawa scene back then. Well, that's what Malik thinks now. Well, back in the day, if you were a Muslim and you went against Ijaz Ahmed, oh, you were the worst debater. He was calling you down. Actually, when he got nabbed for that doxing, I sent the email to Dr. Shabir Ali, and the next day, Shabir Ali fired him from the Dawa Center. 2 weeks later, he started going at Dr. Shabir Ali, saying that he hasn't won a debate in the last 5 years and everything else like this. Kenny Bomer, another person that David has debated in the past, used to be friends with Ijaz, and then he distanced himself during the doxing period. So Kenny got thrown under the bus by Ijaz. If you notice here something, people, whenever someone goes against Ijaz, they got thrown under the bus and they got reprimanded for it. What happens with Malik? You go against him, he's doing the exact same thing. When Christians went against Ijaz for this, he doxed their families. What is Malik doing when Christians go against him? Doxing their families. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm hoping that it ends up the same way. Because just today or yesterday, I saw that Ijaz was looking for a wife. But his opening pitch for a wife wasn't the greatest opening pitch I've ever read in my life. He said, I'm looking for marriage, but I'm a cripple. That to me is not a great opening line if you're looking for a wife. But hey, that could be Malik's future right there.
Yep, Dr. Malik.
Yeah.
Sorry. My bad, doctor.
I have to say, I'm seriously not sure Dr. Malik is interested in women. But times have changed. He can still get married, even if he's not into women. But I mean, think about this with Ijaz and Dr. Malik here. They share something in common in that it's kind of a feature among Dawa guys to be a narcissist. It's not all of them, it's a bunch of them. Like I'm talking if these guys went and sat down with a psychologist and the psychologist saw how these guys act and how they think and so on, you're talking narcissistic personality disorder. Narcissists are really good at getting attention for themselves and so on. So this works in Dawa. You come along, hey, I'm the hero who will save all your kids from leaving Islam and so on. And then they become the heroes. They get tons of attention and so on. So that actually works with people like Muhammad Hijab and Ali Dawa, Sheikh Uthman and so on, that they're narcissists who are actually good at getting attention to themselves. So if you cross them, they can kind of send their fans at you. They can send tons of fans at you. With Ijaz and Malik, they've just never become popular. And so that's like psychologically traumatic to a narcissist because you think you're super important, but you just have no evidence of that. And so you kind of react differently and you kind of turn into a whiny little pathetic, whatever these guys are. I mean, it's just pathetic. And so Ijaz, I didn't see it, but I heard about it. I heard after Jake gave him a C ranking Then he's like, well, I guess I'll just give up Dawa forever if you're gonna do it. Now, what do you want in that situation? You want people to come, no, you're a good Dawa guy. You're really good. You're better than a C, and so on. So it's just pathetic. He's like craving some sort of support and so on. And Malik is the same here.
In Central Dawa over on TikTok did the exact same thing Ijaz did. Went on saying, oh, I might as well leave the Dawa scene. This might be a good time for me to transition to something else.
Yeah,
but another thing,
don't tell that to the Warner.
another thing I was going to say too is we see that Ijaz is out there looking for a wife, but he really needs a doctor and a nurse to look after him. And we know Malik likes guys. So Malik and Ijaz got together.
And he's a nurse.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Match made in Jenna there.
Ijaz, you're welcome.
You just heard from Chris Claus, the Dawa matchmaker. Set it up, guys. All right, a little more here.
Yeah, look at you, bro. So as long as it's kuffar and Christian chicks, I don't care. That's good. That's really good. Hey, chat, who knows about Warner and Adam Saleh having threesomes? You want me to start name dropping your whole
We do now.
life? You and Adam, you telling me about you and Adam doing threesomes together on Dawa trips? And you think Sneeko's any better? Him and Sneeko, bro.
Look at all these guys rolling together, everyone. This is the Warner, Sneeko, Muhammad Hijab, Ali Dawa.
I got pictures of him and Sneeko slapping girls' asses, bro. Shit he sent me. I got everything. He be helping Sneeko? Yes. Bro, he helps Sneeko do all his crap, bro. You do run trains in rooms together. Adam and Slim and Sneeko all run trains in rooms.
That's the Warner, Adam, Slim, Sneeko, all there on the screen together for Dawa.
Together with Warner there. And you want to talk about booty hole. I'm not into men. I'm not into men, brother. I'm into women.
Sure, you're not.
Chat, what were they doing in Colombia?
Yeah, the Warner.
What did him and Sneeko do in Colombia? And Myron? Guys, these guys were smashing birds in Colombia. Bro, wallahi, may Allah curse me if I'm lying. I got the receipt right here. He told me he was in Colombia with Myron, FaceTiming me. I saw him on FaceTime with Myron, what they were doing. How they had girls with bikinis in their house and they were licking on their you-know-what in front of people and taking videos. And he tried to lure Libiano into that life too. That's why Libiano now is acting like this too. What did Libiano do? What do you mean, what did Libiano do? What did he not do? Him and Warner, bro, these two together are the biggest disappointment of 2025.
No, not Orthoduck lips, man. Even Orthoduck lips.
We had such high hopes.
Like, it's a new year, though. I could be at the top this year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Y'all going to make Masad Malik's go into hiding by springtime? He won't be able to show his face after this Dawa embarrassment. No, I mean, I said that as soon as he posted his clip and people shared it with me, that he's going to war, he's gearing up for war, and he's got nothing to lose. And I'm thinking, you have your entire future ahead of you, and you are always, from this point on in your entire life, going to be remembered as the guy who, one, snitched on all the Dawa guys, and then started the biggest campaign of Quran desecration the world has ever seen. That's your legacy, dude. That's how you will be remembered forever. Like, how are you going to be public anymore after this, when this is what you're going to be remembered for? Rough stuff. Mm-hmm. There are multiple 50 cals, 50 AE, 50 BMG, 50 GI, etc. Well, that's what you say.
BMG is the famous one. So I was correct. I just wasn't certain.
The goat ate the verse about the return of Al-Zut, return of the Maktoon. The lyrics work. Mo turned his back on Al-Zut, pardon the pun. Maktoon.
What pun?
What Maktoon?
I don't know.
My leak keeping Warner in bed with girl screenshots is like Destiny keeping CP as, oh yeah, bad stuff, as evidence for the police. Also, we are to believe he didn't partake. Yeah, apparently.
I don't know. I'm going to give Malik credit. I don't think he's smashing girls with the guys. He's just not all that interested.
Yeah, imagine, because he obviously doesn't have a problem with it. I mean, he says he does, but only after he gets mad. Before that, he said he didn't have a problem with what these guys are doing. And so he knows what they're doing. They're always sending him pictures of course, with the guys in the pictures. They're always sending him pictures, and he didn't have a problem with it until they, blew his cover as a Mossad agent. But he didn't have a problem with it, so he doesn't have a real moral objection to it, but he's saying he doesn't do any of that stuff. Okay. So you're just not into...
You just like watching it?
Yep. Hola, buenas noches, ¿cómo está? Bien, bien. You can build bridges for a living, but take it in the butt once and you're a fig for life. Don't tell the Warner that. No. He had his 5-minute muta marriage, so you got to remember, it's not gay unless you're holding hands. Hey, David, Randall Rouser posted a video called Why Do Christian Apologists Hate Islam? Maybe you, AP, and or IP could respond. Randall Rouser?
Who's that?
No, I know who it is, but like...
I don't.
No, he's like this whiny, like far leftist Christian dork who... He's another one who like thinks he should be important and never is, and so he lashes out in every direction. When... Because I wasn't paying any attention to him. One time I posted, it was during the Black Lives Matter thing, and it was about a bunch of Christians being massacred and so on. I go, hey, why is no one complaining about these black lives being killed? And then he responds and he goes, and now no one ever will, because the way you put that, no one's ever going to care about them again. He just goes on this tirade about how I just ensured that no one will ever care about Nigerian Christians being killed and stuff. And I'm like, you dork, man, weird people, man.
Child.
Malik is just jealous that the Warner chose other guys and was hurt. He said he was an agent, like finding out he, side piece. Yeah. He was hurt. Broke back Dawa at its finest. That's what it is. I always feel like the Warner's watching me. And I have no privacy. I'm 30 minutes late, but Malik is such a coward. Doxing GodLogic after a debate because I'm assuming Malik got destroyed is super low. Yeah, total coward. Least gangsta thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh, I don't like you. I'm going to look up your relatives and find stuff and post it to my fans. Oh, gosh. Sup, gang? Christ is king.
And after that debate that he had with Avery, that was his last debate ever. He's never been able to have a debate after that. Avery made him retire.
Yep. And the watcher just wants to be like Mo. Yeah, that's what it definitely sounds like. All right, Thaddeus.
All right.
There's this short clip that's an intro. You muted most of it, you said, because of music. And you left something. So, I didn't make it in the video to whatever you didn't mute.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just let you play it through. There is some talking, and I thought about trying to preserve it, but it was pointless anyway. It's like, David's about to find out what happens when Club Pyru comes for you. And,
what I find out is you guys will post a bunch of stuff, which gives me a free pass to completely wreck your book for the entire year, and no one will complain because they'll all be like, oh, yeah, I see. Yep, you got to protect the women, man. Got to protect the women from these creepazoids. And so no stopping it now. So, yeah, I do know. I do understand. But let's go ahead and check this out.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of music in the background, so I figured it'd probably get copyright strikes. So that's the only reason it's silenced.
All right. So Thaddeus had to take out the audio for most of this because of copyright issues. But let's see. So we got Club Pyru, where we sit around doxing everybody because it's real cool. I'm not Mossad, but I am a snitch. So we got me in the bail there. Booyakasha. Hey,
classic. Look,
when you play that clip, you need to point out I was making fun of Muhammad for prancing around in his child bride's nightie. You got all these sources about him being in his wife's garments, and Aisha was special because he only received revelations when he was in her garments, not the garments of his other wives and so on. Just point that out, man. My wife
got Marie saying hi.
Hey,
he's watching.
What the heck was that? They put a gunshot? Is that why you
Yes.
left that in there?
Yes, that's why I left it in there. And,
Oh.
Yes.
and it flashes
Yes.
her picture. It flashes her picture with a gunshot, and then
As soon as-
I only put like the first 15 seconds, but then towards the end, her face comes up again, bang again. So twice he put gunshots in the video. Twice was for the face of your wife.
And so what you guys are saying is that when I'm like flame throwing a pile of Qurans and so on, and someone who doesn't know the situation says, "Oh my goodness, why would you do this? You're just going to offend them. You're going to offend them." And I say, this guy literally put my wife's picture up with gunshots raining out. Huh?
Mhm.
That won't those objections instantly stop?
100%.
I
If I heard that objection, I would do the same thing you were.
Yeah. Yeah, and Chris, I've already pointed out in a previous stream. My oldest son, well, none of my sons have ever been like interested in going after Islam and stuff. Just completely different interests in life and so on. They've never had any objections to me doing it, but it's just okay. That's what my dad does and stuff like that. Not interested. And all of a sudden, I said, I'm going to the Quran demolition ranch. And my son says, I want to go too. And I said, okay, you can record. He's like, no, I want to be in it. I want to be in the video. I'm like, what? It's kind of a big step, man. You're still pretty young. He goes, yeah, I've never been interested in any of the stuff you do. But now that they went after mom, yep, he's all in. And guess what? You think, oh, that's just one person. No, that's tons of people. And this guy's going after GodLogic, Inspiring. These guys all have lots of fans. Some of them don't know how evil this ideology is. And they think you respond to it just like you respond to like, atheism or something else, some other ideology. And so they don't realize how absolutely sick and evil it is. And all of a sudden they see it for the wait, you're doing what? You're trying to get IP killed?
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to get GodLogic? What?
Mm-hmm.
This is what you guys do? Seriously? This guy, what, just for having discussions with you? Are you kidding me? Mm-hmm. And that increases their hostility towards the ideology, which when I then come along and I'm torching things, they're cheering. That's right. That's what you do to this stuff. I mean, just think about how this sort of thing has changed, like completely changed over the past 15, 20 years. 15, 20, like just me criticizing Islam was crossing a line for lots of Christians. Don't ever criticize Muhammad. Don't ever criticize the Quran. You're just going to drive Muslims away. You'll hurt their feelings and they'll never listen to you again. You're destroying evangelism if you criticize Islam. Now I can be like just destroying piles of Qurans with a flamethrower and I'm not going to get any complaints from people who actually know what caused it. And it's all thanks to, not solely to Malik, but, Malik, Jake, Sheikh Uthman, Muhammad Hijab, all of them are showing people what a disgusting ideology we're dealing with. And people are starting to cheer for it, man. Cheer for it. And all the young people coming up, in apologetics and polemics and stuff, this is going to be normal for them. They're going to see this as normal after this year, completely normal. And it's going to be a, interesting little situation when people's go-to method for dealing with Dawa guys crossing the line is to just, you said what? You said what now? You said what? Dude, don't talk to me like that, man. Don't talk to me like that, bro. Hey, take it back. Say it nicely. You said what? You said what? That's what it's going to be. Forever now. All thanks to Malik. All right, there's just a couple seconds left. Let me back this up slightly.
Yeah, so just put a bunch of news articles about, Islam being the fastest growing religion because they have a lot of babies.
Because we have a and he doesn't realize the birth rates. They do have the highest birth rates. That's the main. That's the cause of the growth of Islam. Birth rates are declining. Apostasy rates accelerating. Do the math. That's why they're panicking. Not something to brag about, dude.
And then right there at the end, he put up the fundraiser for Jai and Daughter of Christ and said, "You're going to get scammed if you donate to this. I'm an expert at scams. Believe me, I've been a part of many of them."
Oh yeah, that's actually true.
But I thought it was relevant because you could just, promote it since he wants it promoted.
I would like to say thank you so much to Malik for advertising that as well on X on behalf of Jay and DOC and everybody else as well. They've actually reached their goal plus more within 24 hours. So I want to thank you, Malik, for your presenting and your promoting of the GoFundMe to help get them over the actual the goal that they were going for. Thanks, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, these guys plan, I plan, but I'm the best of planners. So I don't always blab them, but I really don't care at this point. How this week is going to go, guys? How this week is going to go? So anytime Malik goes live, we'll be able to hold people's interest and have a live stream on it and discuss that sort of thing, discuss his latest antics and who he's doxing. We want to keep that going. We're launching the Quran Demolition Ranch channel, so that will be fun. But Quran Demolition Ranch channel, and that will have the videos, and we'll of course have our 100 ways to, whatever we want to title it, respect the Quran or use the Quran or something like that. So that'll be up. And then we got the Quran Demolition Ranch, right? And so Malik is going to be losing his mind this entire time, doxing more and more people, doxing everyone. After that, after we get the Quran Demolition Ranch out there, going to change up a little bit. And then everyone who's been doxed will end up doing what AP did when they threatened to kill him. And it's, hey, we all need to upgrade our security and things like that for these guys coming at us. And guess what? IP's fan. I mean, I don't know if IP and GodLogic and stuff are going to do it. I'm going to strongly recommend they do what AP did. Hey, I am being threatened by these guys. They're doxing me. They're doxing my families and so on. Thaddeus, you too. Everyone, matter of fact, everyone here, you guys too. Yep. You guys have all been doxed by this guy. Everyone sometime next week needs to go. I've looked into security stuff, and here's what these things are going to cost. Need to upgrade all my security, and guess what? Malik will have funded that. Malik will have funded everyone's security upgrades, and we'll have to thank him for that because we'll all be a lot safer. And so Malik is going to be responsible for getting everyone piles of money. Dawa guys love that. They love funding our entire all our work. Hey, you're quiet. Who are you talking to, Thaddeus?
Why are you over there muted, Thaddeus?
Yeah, you're like this, Thaddeus. It says guest has muted themselves. Don't be blaming me.
Yeah. Like, I can talk. I can hear David.
Uh-oh.
We can talk.
Why is Thaddeus muted? And now he's unmuted. Now it says you muted yourself. Hey, what did you do, man?
It's the Jinn.
I don't know why he's still talking when no one can hear him. Okay, there we go.
It's the Shaitan.
Started off with too much cargo, so we got rid of Benedict Arnold. Still no audio. What did you do, man?
Did you unplug something?
Hey, Thaddeus, might want to like shut everything down and start. I don't think it could be. If it were just me and you and it wasn't working, I would think it's on my end, but I still hear Chris. So I'm assuming that's something on your end. Not in the Warner sense of something on his end, but. All right. Hey, since Thaddeus is going to have to restart, we'll go ahead and take a quick peek here. At Dr. Malik, the best. I didn't even pick up on the fact that they called this a bad rap because he's a terrible rapper. Somehow I missed that. But this section of the article on him being a scam artist is called a bad rap. Here it says, this is from an article about him scamming people and so on, and saying that he could get other rappers if you just pay him piles of money, then he can get these other rappers in your track and stuff. And they don't believe him because people had no clue who he was because he had no street cred and stuff, but total scam. And then they recapped from before. It says a bad rap. Dr. Malik was exposed last year for allegedly getting dozens of people to buy tickets to his shows in Oakland and New York City by promising to both reimburse them and pay them hundreds of dollars to pretend to be fans. He had to pay people to show up to his concert to pretend to be his fans. And it says Dr. Malik publicly denied being involved in the scam. Oh, okay. Well, he always speaks the truth, so you know you can trust him.
Yeah.
In January, iHeartRadio reported that he falsely promoted himself as the special guest at a 50 Cent show and claimed he had a sold-out show in London in March, which was fake. But yeah, so guys, hang on, let's see. That just
He's
gives
a
you...
special. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
He's a special guest at a 50 Cent concert. Malik, who has maybe 9,000 followers on X, is a special guest to somebody that would have like almost a billion.
Yeah, that's what's funny. And that whole guy, so the scam was he couldn't get people to show up to his shows. So he would tell them, hey, buy tickets to my show. They're $20 each. Buy tickets to my show, and I'm going to pay you back the $20, and I'm going to pay you hundreds of dollars and way more if you get your friends to come along, and I'll pretend to be my fans. And then so they would buy the tickets, people who wanted to get paid for pretending to be fans. Then they would show up, but he wouldn't pay for their ticket, and he wouldn't pay them back for their ticket and wouldn't pay them the money. And so he's apparently just doing this until people started calling him out for it. But yeah, total scam artist, total idiot, total loser, worst rapper ever, pathetic life, med school dropout. Rich mommy and daddy couldn't, they could buy his way apparently to get him into med school. They couldn't buy his way to actually make it through med school. Failed rapper. Dawa snitch, biggest Dawa snitch ever, and now he is leading the campaign, the global campaign to desecrate the Quran. This guy is just a world champion of awesomeness.
Do you know how he's actually trying to refute that he's not actually scamming these people? He's saying,
we'll get to it. It's in the video. It's in the video.
Oh, okay.
We don't need to preview the whole video.
Really, he's going to talk about the scams?
Sort of. He gives he say, David's an actual scammer. He took money. I never took any. Yeah, we'll get to it.
What a dork. What a dork. All right, we'll take these just these couple super chats real quick, and then we're jumping into his live stream from last night where he started doxing everybody. My parrot does not appreciate all the smashing birds talk. It's very ornithophobic. It is. Someone should call PETA about that guy. In response to the gunshot sounds, say it with me. The Quran is such a stupid book. E-I-E-I-O. Classic. They will never leer. This is what we do. They have a leering problem. Are you going to live stream the Quran demo ranch? No, we're going to record it. Yeah, that'll be out on some land and stuff. It's funny, teach people to read and write, then they leave Islam. That is true. It's worth telling your local police department that you've been doxxed just in case people try to swat you. That is an issue, the swatting. The police will ring before coming out if they know. Okay, that makes sense. I
did that actually when Malik started it. I went over to the police station, just let them know that this type of thing was happening, and I showed them the video. And they said no problem.
Interesting. That's exactly the sort of thing, these little sniveling cowards. Gosh, I just can't. I mean, I guess it's on TikTok, so you got some younger people and stuff, just like, Chris, people our age, that is, people our age and stuff. This is not what we think of as gangsta behavior. This would be like the literal opposite of anything we would ever think of as gangsta. And so I don't know who this impresses, but they have to be really young and really stupid, and most likely the offspring of 40 generations of first cousin marriage. All right, so
yeah, I think some teens and preteens mostly are in his audience. Wife material in Islam, but
what are you talking about? Grandmother material. All right, we're ready to check this out.
Yeah, we'll start with an intro, him opening the show and whatnot. And then we
Okay.
got a bunch of title segments after that.
All right, here we go. This is, guys, I haven't seen any of this. This is Thaddeus put together the highlights or lowlights, if you will, from his stream last night. Here we go.
Welcome into Club Pyru, man.
Hey, it's
We in
my
the
wife.
building right now. If you know, if you don't know, now you know. Hey, man, this is where the streets get together and we talk. We talk that real talk, man. We don't package things in certain ways for the public. Now we just give it real, and we give it how it's really,
Hey,
it's
don't
supposed
be,
to be.
hey, dude, don't be talking about
I've
giving
just
it
been
real
getting
after you talk about
repeat
the
after
Warner stuff.
repeat on lives. Repeat after
that was-
repeat.
Yeah. So that's
What's
us.
that? What?
That's us. We just give repeat after repeat, even though we're covering his stuff, his new stuff. We have not repeated anything. Well, other than like that intro clip about how this started.
Oh yeah, I'm going to
We don't
report. I'm going to repeat that forever because this entire thing was when he started this. Keep in mind, guys, when he after he snitched on everyone, snitched on the Warner, snitched on Sneeko, snitched on Adam Soleil, snitched on Slim, snitched on Muslim Lantern, snitched on Libiano, snitched on everybody. It's after he snitches on everybody. We just play his stuff and cheer him on as he's exposing all these guys. He didn't like that because he thought this was just like a little private matter he'd finish and then it gets deleted and then no one's going to know about this, and he didn't realize people were recording it, and so it all got out there. He didn't like the idea that we were using it and laughing at it, so he tried to stop it. He tried to stop it, and he sent a warning shot, and it's, I'm going to post pictures of GodLogic's wife. He knew because we talked to him turns out we talked to him years ago. He knew all this stuff. He knew the rules. Go after someone's wife, and you know what the deal is. He did it anyway. And so he knew what this leads to, and he chose that anyway. But anyway, he really didn't like the idea of him being known for being a snitch and snitching all these guys. So he tried to silence us. So yes, that will get replayed over and over again. Although I will, because I keep using like the same 4 minute clip, I will go through the longer version and come up with some different variations. So it's a little different.
Yeah, we'll get a different one.
Yeah, you don't capture everything in the 4 minutes of all this snitching, because like that didn't even have like them being in the club with trans people and stuff like that. So yeah, but anyway, we know it really annoys him that he's known as the Dawa snitch. So yeah, we will keep doing that. Other than that, we're responding to his latest videos, like his latest stuff. So I don't know what he's whining about, but let's see.
And then he's about to say that he never repeats anything, except like half this show was stuff that came out before, and he repeats everything 3 times in the show. So just keep it in mind. He never repeats anything. When you got information, when you got real stuff, you don't need to repeat.
Which would make sense, right? Which would make sense because the person who repeats stuff has really nothing to say, if you think about it, right? But over here, we don't repeat anything. Anything that I put on a video that you guys saw earlier, you ain't even gonna see that today. That's throwaway. That's throwaway. That's throwaway. By the way,
Did he just repeat himself saying it's throwaway like 9 times?
3 times. 3 times. Got nothing to say, you just repeat yourself.
Thaddeus Billman, you work for me now. Call me CEO, okay? Giant Dog. Giant, we're gonna move to America to run away from the UK. You work for me now. I'm your boss.
Sure.
I'm your
Whatever
boss.
you say, boss.
So when I go live, you come here and you press that record button. So
Well, technically, they're going to receive a lot of money because of Malik. So in that regards, I guess he could say that, right?
Yep. I guess he is their boss. He's their main funder, right? He's their main funder right now. Indirectly, of course.
Hang on. We have this. Hey, we have this. David, Usman is calling you out. Are you going to debate him? Dude, we just did a live stream on how pathetic this is. Every last one of them accepted. Every last one of us accepted to have an actual moderated debate. And I already said, he either has to do an actual like in-person debate, one, or he has to admit that he's a coward. I said, other than that, I'm never calling into a show. I said it. He already knows it. He's seen it. So he keeps saying, I challenge you to this. And we say, okay. And he says, no, never mind. I challenge you to this. And we say, okay. And he says, no, never mind. Okay, what are you not willing to do? Okay, I'm not going on your stupid show where you got the mute button. You're surrounded by a bunch of your dollar ladies. Okay, well, that's what I challenge you to do. Okay, you're telling. Okay, then he looks for things where we say, no, dude, you're a joke. Come back when you're actually serious. And then once we say, dude, we're not taking you seriously anymore, you're a joke. That's when he goes, oh, they're running from me. No, in case anyone forgot, he said he was going to go live today and he'd be back home. And so Avery and Inspiring Philosophy both said, you just admitted that you're going to be home and you're going to be free. You're available. We will come to you 2-on-2, pick your partner 2-on-2. He wouldn't do it. He backed down. We could be having a 2-on-2 in-person debate right now. He's a coward. And he knows that I said, if you do not do that, do not ask me to call on your show. You're a total coward. And so what's he do? Oh, he's not calling my show. He's a coward. Dude, just talk to your fans. Talk to your idiot fans. We don't care anymore. We got other stuff. There are people in the world who are actually willing to debate. Sheikh Usman, not one of them. Dude's a total joke. So anyway, yeah, Sheikh Usman, go ahead and clip that. Look, someone run up to him. He's running. Oh, my goodness. If you're stupid enough to fall for that, yeah, you're probably a Sheikh Usman fan. And here's what I think. Puh, Sheikh Usman. Anyway. And hey, guys, you know what's funny? He said, we invited him on my show. I invited him on my show, gave him all this notice and stuff like this, sent him the link and stuff. And then he says, he just told me the day before. Liar. It's all he ever does. But then he said at some point, no, I won't go on his show. He eats the Quran. Well, why would you want me on your? Why would you want me on your channel? You're inviting the David Wood eater of Qurans onto your channel, so you don't have some rule about not interacting with me. What a lying coward, man! Yeah, guys, it's just pathetic at this point. We've got actual things to deal with. What's going to happen with Sheikh Uthman is he's going to do this stunt. Everyone's running from me. Everyone's running. And his idiot fans will do that. And meanwhile, the rest of the world is looking at this going, wait a minute. Every last one of these guys agreed to debate you in person, and you back down from every last one of them. And then you go on your live stream. What? No one calling. No one. Yeah, because okay, I'm doing my own live stream, dude. It's a joke, dude. It's a total joke. Anyway, back to someone more serious than Sheikh Uthman. Malik.
And by the way, we announced that we were doing this show well before Uthman put out any challenge, right? We announced that the day after Malik doxed people because he kept delaying it, we'd be going live the next night. So we announced this long time ago. Uthman is just full of crap. All right.
Yeah, it's totally pathetic. So just to recap, guys, Inspiring Philosophy agreed to debate him in person. GodLogic agreed to debate him in person. I agreed to debate him in person. Sam had the opportunity to debate Sam in person. What did he do? He
ran.
Yeah, he ran and then lied and said, "Oh, they made it a condition. They made it a condition that that I wouldn't be allowed to criticize Christianity, and they would be allowed to criticize Islam." And that got back to PBD that Uthman posted that video. PBD went right to Dean from Dean Responds and said, "Did that happen? Did that happen?" Because Dean was the one negotiating it, and Dean said, "No, that didn't happen." So Dean Responds, knows he's dealing with a compulsive liar. Then what happened? Then Uthman challenges everyone to go on the Dean show with him, and it's like, wait, this guy knows you're a lying coward. He knows you got embarrassed. And he still works with it. It just doesn't bother them, man. It doesn't bother them that they're all liars and so on. So anyway, then he challenges all of us. Literally every person agreed. Sam didn't go down in person because he's like, wait, you had an opportunity to face me in person. You ran like a coward. And so he said, if you want to debate me, call into my show. I go live all the time. All you need to do is click the link and you could go live and we can debate. So that's how Sam said he's willing to debate. But all the rest of us, we said, we're all willing to do in-person debates. What am I not doing? I'm not going on your stupid show when you keep doing the same stupid thing over and over again, and you refuse to do anything like an in-person debate. And guess what? If your idiot fans want to say, everyone's running from Sheikh Uthman, fine. You're not duping anyone. I did a poll, not in the Zoot sense or the Warner sense, but I did a poll on last night's show. And after going through this stuff, not the Zoot sense, but after going through this stuff, I took a poll and almost 1,700 people voted. I said, how many debates will you see Sheikh Uthman in this year? 77% said 0. People are on to this. The dude's a coward. The dude's a coward. Sheikh Uthman, if you don't believe me, debate Khan. Debate. You want to prove everyone wrong? Debate Khan. There's still time because we know Jake's going to back out. And if you say, oh no, I'm traveling, tell James from Modern Day Debate when you're free. We'll set it up. Five Christians, you and 4 of your other Dawa bros. Bring the Warner. Bring Malik. Bring Central Dawa. We'll even let Central Dawa be unblacklisted after he threatened AP. 5 on 5, man. 5 on 5. Debate Con. Guess what? James from Modern Day Debate, I guarantee you will be glad to work around your schedule and pick a date that works for your schedule. Will you do it? 0% chance, you pathetic coward. And any of your fans who are stupid enough to think people are running from you when literally not one person is running from you. They're probably too stupid to even understand anything we're saying, so not interested in trying to convince them. And that's about it for Sheikh Uthman, guys. Total loser, total coward, pretending, thumping his chest because he knows he has really, really stupid fans. You're talking Sheikh Ibn Ketchup after he faked a hate crime, Sheikh Ibn Smollett because of that fake hate crime, Sheikh Ibn Zina because his Dawa buddy sent his wife to him for marital counseling. Sheikh Uthman banged her, took her for himself. You're talking Sheikh Ibn Chokin because one of his other wives had to file a restraining order because he's one of these guys who has to be choking her during sex and stuff and he can't get aroused. This most like total pathetic loser. Junior has vastly more courage than this guy. And you guys are running around saying, oh, everyone's running from him. Not one person is running from this coward. Sheikh Uthman, prove me wrong. Debate Con. Let's do it. You won't. You want your security blanket of being on your channel, controlling the mute button with a bunch of your idiot fellow Dawa guys as your security blanket. It's pathetic. Totally pathetic. Get a life. You don't if you don't want to debate, if you're scared to debate, you don't have to debate. There's no rule that says you have to debate. Just why do you pretend like you're trying to debate and everyone else is running from you? It's the most pathetic thing I've ever seen, except for the guy that we're watching right now. Now let's get back to him.
Let's get the party started, okay? So, as you guys know, Diddy Wood has made the grave mistake that many have made that came before him of trying to go head to head with West Side Baby. David is responsible, chat.
Did he call himself West Side Baby?
Yeah, like that's not a gangster way to refer to yourself, is it?
I mean, it kind of fits. It kind of fits because he acts like a baby, like a spoiled baby throwing a tantrum. But yeah,
for every single Salam Al-Masih guy having shivers up their spine all of 2026, they will not get a break this whole year.
Oh, we're scared.
So
we're
go
terrified
ahead, without
of
further
you.
ado. Let's see what David actually said and admitted to saying, so we can.
It was easier for Muhammad, right? I mean, it was easier to penetrate Muhammad because this guy's 30.
Wow.
And Warner's a big dude, right? Warner's a big dude. Muhammad's a little dwarf. So I don't know. Yeah. Okay. I agree. I agree with you, Malik. It was easier to penetrate Muhammad on the night of Al-Zut.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. So he's apparently I said something like yeah, I don't remember the joke, but he got mad.
So
he got mad about it.
Okay.
David. Yeah, I don't remember what the joke was.
So on the previous episode, Malik informed us that we may think that this started because of all the stuff that he said about the Dawa guys or ripping Qurans or anything else that you've done in your history. But no, it was one comment that started this whole thing. And that was you made a joke while you were reviewing it. Was it easier to penetrate Warner than to penetrate Muhammad on the night of Al-Zut? he's like, that's not fair. That's such a bad comment to make. Apparently meaning that Muhammad was easy to penetrate. So on our previous episode, you said, fine, I agree, Malik. Muhammad was easier to penetrate. It was compromised. You're like, okay, Malik, you're right. I take it back.
I'm over here building bridges, and he gets mad. I'm sitting here building bridges, guys, and he gets throws a tantrum like a baby. I even put my Mexican gear on because he exposed me. What side, baby? What side, baby?
Wow.
West side dork.
Penetrate the Warner.
So
You
stop
win.
right there.
All right.
Okay,
flip
stop
that,
right,
and
stop
then-
right there.
And then
Stop
you
right
stop
there.
fighting.
So chat. So what did we say, chat? Was this Malik just posting Logic's wife on the screen because Malik had nothing better to do, or was this a filthy, blaspheming animal such as Diddy Wood, who raped a 13-year-old, and we're gonna get into all that, who admitted that he.
It is weird. It is weird that they call it grape because that means Muhammad's a rapist. Because the only basis you can have for saying it is just a 13-year-old cannot consent. Well, then a 9-year-old cannot consent, and Muhammad's a rapist. So there you go.
Yeah, yep.
Had mentioned some stuff in regards to Warner and the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, right? And for some reason, he thinks that we're responsible for the fact that he made a joke that was highly offensive and something, that goes beyond the scope of polemics.
Why are you so offended? Why are you so bothered all the time about everything Zoot related? You compensated, buddy? Why are you always so offended? And we took it back. You said that this is what bothered me so much, so we took it back and we reversed it just like you asked, but not in the Al Zoot sense. And he's still mad. Just can't win with this guy.
No. And it's just amazing. You know, I'm gonna dox I sit around doxing people's wives and stuff like that. And so what a joke, dude. Guess what? No one has a problem with you. No one has a problem with my jokes, man. No one, because they're awesome and funny.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go there, David, if you want to go there, I guess we're gonna go there. And
do I look like someone who's not ready to go there, buddy? I'm born ready to go there.
guess what, David?
I mean,
it's not only going to be you. It's going to be you, everyone affiliated with you, Logic, who laughs with you, IP, who laughs with you, and all of the above. Now, poor IP, he's shivering out of his boots right now. Let's take a look at what
IP is
inspired.
scared. IP is terrified.
I can confirm IP is not terrified.
Philosophy Michael Jones has to say about all of this.
Does he look
Look
terrified?
at how he's dressed.
Goes to show you how dumb he is and how little he actually does care for the actual facts that's going on.
Why is his voice squeaky?
He never laughed at a rape victim. He made that up too. So he's just another pathological liar.
Oh, really?
Because he knows you don't rip up Qurans. So he
Pause it
didn't
real quick.
target me or David or even Sarah.
Pause it real quick. By the way, guys, this is a new character unlock from any. By the way, that's the Quran that he has on his hat, on his sombrero. If you didn't know,
this is
so
the Quran
these are the filthy Christians that he rolls with. So IP, you don't rape with your voice going up or laugh at rape victims, but what you do is you sit with people who rip the Quran, great people, and then expect us not to do anything.
Why was IP sitting with us, David? Why was IP sitting with us on that stream? Was it just for no reason?
Wasn't it because Malik in his investigations, after finding out I'm secretly Mexican, also in his great researches discovered that IP is a real estate mogul, and so IP showed up with a fur coat on and acted. Oh, and a crime boss. He find out. Oh, he has this extensive
long crime record.
So apparently, that's how dumb this guy is. Apparently he goes and searches and does searches and Mike Jones, and he searches for Mike Jones and finds a bunch of crimes. Oh my goodness, Mike Jones is this crime kingpin, and so he's going to expose them all that. So Mike rolled with it, showed up, totally pimped out, and oddly enough didn't seem terrified. So getting them all fired here is going to get us all fired.
And by the way, guys, Thaddeus Billman, we'll get into him a bit later, but this guy Long story short, he had a job and he got fired from his job for his anti-Islam rhetoric. And they did a thorough investigation on him, right? And guess what happened, chat? Guess what happened, chat? He got fired. Just like any of them. If we catch any of these guys at proper jobs, chat, they're all getting fired. We're calling all their jobs. And we'll see some of that going on later.
How dumb are these guys? So think about this. Thaddeus, the only reason you are able to watch all this stuff and go through all this stuff and do live streams exposing all this stuff is because you got fired after CARE, the Council on Islamic American Relations, ran to the newspaper up there and said, this guy, he said something mean responding to Ali Dawah. And then they completely misrepresent and act like you said it about all Muslims and so on. But so you lose your job and then, okay, well, I'll just go full time. Now, I bring that up, and you can comment on that, but I bring that up because when I graduated, when I got my PhD in philosophy, the only thing a PhD in philosophy is good for is being a professor. It's not good for anything else. But normally you'd go on and be a professor. I already had Muslims calling the school and even one standing outside the school constantly complaining about me because I was doing debates. Keep in mind, this is way before anything like this, I was just being critical of Islam. And so I knew, wait a minute, these guys are already complaining about me when I'm still a student. Am I even allowed to be a professor anywhere? Yes, if I never criticized Islam again, they'd probably, go after someone else. So I had a decision. Okay, I can either be a professor and never criticize Islam, or I can go after Islam and not be a professor. I can't do both. There's no scenario where I'd be able to do both. I couldn't be going blasting away at Muhammad and be a professor because they'd be threatening the school and complaining about me constantly. And so what did I do? You guys don't control me. I'll give up career as a philosophy professor and just focus on YouTube. What does that mean? Guys, if you had not been obsessed with trying to get me canceled, like most of my time would be dedicated to being a philosophy professor. You have to read lots of papers. You have to give students assignments and read all their papers. Got to do that. It takes up a lot of time. Most of my time would be dedicated to that, and I'd be criticizing Islam on the side. You guys don't like that. You like having, we can have control. We'll complain about his job. And what does that do? Okay, I go full time. Now I do this full time. Do you guys really make wise decisions? What are you saying? I'll get all these people fired from their jobs. So they'll do what? They'll just do YouTube if they had some other job, and they're just going to do YouTube now and be blasting away at you? Really? Is that smart? Is that a smart move? Or is that the dumbest thing you can possibly do unless you're actually smart, but you're working from Assad?
Well, it'd be like me. If they ended up getting me fired from my job, what do you think that I would do full time? Because I can only be on YouTube maybe once or twice a week because I work up between 50 and 60 hours a week. I have 3 children and a family and everything else. So I only get to go live a couple of times a week. But if they got me fired from my job, I could go live almost every day. So, hey, Muslims, you want to get me fired from my job? I'm ready. I don't mind doing this full time.
Yeah, so I just want to clear up the record here, right? Clear up the record on this. David is correct, of course, that the reason I have time and no care about taking pages of the Quran and doing this and doing this and doing this and this and this and this is in fact because of me getting fired from my job. Everything that was said about me in the newspaper was in fact a lie. So it wasn't about anything I actually did. So understand that anyone could have gotten me fired by saying any false thing, right, that the newspaper was willing to publish. It didn't have to be about Islam. It could have been about anything. So you don't have like some special superpower, right? Because they didn't even use true things that were said about me. And they said it was a thorough investigation. Well, that's very interesting because the newspaper article was published on Thursday. I was called into the HR office on Thursday, and they told me they were putting me on administrative leave. and that they would do a thorough investigation. They said that they were going to have a law firm that was specializing in this, blah, blah, blah. I got a call Friday morning, less than 24 hours later, that HR needs to meet with me. And lo and behold, the thorough investigation had been completed. Now, I know that Malik is stupid enough to think that a thorough investigation involves putting a name into Google and putting out the first phone number or address or whatever piece of information you find as 100% reliable and not verifying anything. And that's how he comes to the conclusion that the very first Michael Jones he sees on Google is, in fact, a real estate agent. It must be IP. It must be IP, right? But that's not actually how a thorough investigation goes. In fact,
that's true.
The company had investigated me in the fall, and that took multiple weeks. And so they had already cleared my YouTube channel as acceptable back then, but it wasn't in the paper back then. It was just an internal complaint that someone made. It wasn't an embarrassment to them. So what's the real reason I got fired? Not because of anything I said, because it was published in the newspaper. So you want to get someone fired, that's how you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to get it published in the newspaper. I asked the company for a copy of this thorough report. They said they would have to ask the law firm permission. Yeah, there was no investigation. There was zero investigation. Here's what they actually did. They went to the lawyer and said, what is our legal risk? What is the chance that we'll be sued if we fire this guy to save face? That is the entirety of the conversation they had with the lawyer. I guarantee it. There was no investigation done because I didn't actually do the things that the newspaper said I did. I do them now, right? Now that I'm free, now that I don't have to worry about a job, I'm free to do whatever I want. I'm free to rip your stupid book. I'm free to eat your stupid book. I'm free to shoot your stupid book with guns, to burn it, to get a flamethrower, right? And destroy a whole pile of Qurans. Because I don't give a crap anymore. You can't do anything against me, you morons. And I was publishing, because we were shorthanded at my job, right? We were shorthanded. I had cut back to doing almost zero content before they got me fired. In the entire month of January and February, I think I published one video in total. And then they get me fired in March, and suddenly I'm doing 3 videos a week, 4 videos a week, compiling all these clips for David. And don't worry, you didn't hurt me. I got plenty of savings. I got plenty of friends. I got plenty of family. I'm not hurting, right? I'm not hurting. The only thing that's being hurt is your book. So congratulations. Congratulations. You really got me, Malik. You really got me. I notice you're not doxing me. I notice you're not going after me. Why? Because you know you can't do anything. You got zero power over me, you fool. Zero power. You say I'm your employee. I'm completely in control of this situation. I determine what from your stupid stream gets broadcast here. You're my bit. All right?
What? Hey, Thaddeus, did I just hear you say that Malik is your yeah?
Yeah, he is, right? He's giving us all this content. All those super chats, and he's quite obsessed with your super chats, David. He's quite upset about it. All those super chats, those are thanks to Malik. Malik is literally sending thousands of dollars David's way every time we do one of these streams. Thank you, Malik. And I'm in complete control of what content of yours we air. How about that, Malik?
That is a good point. Thaddeus decides what we respond to, and therefore what most people will ever hear. So it does sound like he owns you, dude. Right?
Let's just look at the last 2 live streams. So Malik had about 290 to 300 people on his live stream. You're sitting at around 1,800 right now. So only up to 300 people got to watch what Malik did. But 1,800 will get to watch what Thaddeus allows them to see.
No, way more than that, because this will get at least 20, 30, 40,000 views and so on, because people watch it later, whereas people aren't watching his stuff later unless they see it on my channel.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're going to get up to like 50K on this, where he had 300. And just remember, Malik, every person viewing this is only viewing it because Thaddeus is the one that's putting the information up here. You're working for him.
Go ahead.
So
Look, they're all laughing.
I guess there's no reason not to now.
Look at Logic laughing.
Oh man, I don't want to.
Look at him laughing.
You can't blame him for laughing at something funny.
My stuff, but I mean, if you're gonna call me out and say I'm scared, well, I gotta be a man, right?
That's true, man.
That's true. Look at Logic laughing. Moments that have no provocation behind them. They're just.
What's that?
If you notice, I'm not ripping a Quran. Logic normally wouldn't rip a Quran when he's sitting with you either. That's not something we do.
IP too. IP.
Yeah, and IP. That's not something we do. But it's not something that we're going to condemn because of why you're doing it in this situation. So because we don't rip the Quran, he has to find another way to put us in there so he can put the pictures up that he's doing. That's all. That's what I think is hilarious.
Ripping it up. Logic sitting there laughing. IP sitting there laughing. Fan sitting there laughing. They're all sitting there laughing.
Dan actually was not laughing, incidentally. Dan's like, I probably would have found it funny, but I literally didn't even know what was going on. He's like, I saw the clip, but I didn't even know, right? I didn't even realize that what David was doing because I was looking at a message and trying to get information on that. So Dan literally didn't even know. But notice the pattern here, right? So David does stuff, right? David, by all means, certainly does stuff. He rips Qurans, he eats Qurans, whatever, right?
Yeah, I do that stuff.
I come on this show and I rip some Qurans, and I've ripped some Qurans on my own program. And there are other people who do this stuff, right? None of them are being targeted. Only people who had the grand crime of laughing at a joke during a live stream.
Let's have our first super chat of the day. Go ahead. Throw it on the screen real quick. Let's have our first super chat of the day.
Wait, he gets super chats?
Well,
no.
Oh,
well,
that's funny.
Let's see what we're getting into. Oh, so chat. Seeing as it's funny to rip Quran pages and laugh with them, let's play a game, chat. The first person who calls this number in the chat and tells me who it is, then they're gonna get a very big prize. So let's go ahead. 7-2. Whose phone number is that, chat? Let's take our guesses.
What's that? Yeah.
He's going to give a very big prize in the Warner sense right there.
This is our super chat. This is how we do super chats over here, David. This is how we do super chats. We expose you, expose your people, and laugh at you while we do it. By the way, chat, if you didn't figure it out by now, this is IP's live, man. This is IP's number.
He said IP's live.
People are dropping stuff in the chat. Oops. IP's number, chat. Let's see. Let's get a call.
I mean, on behalf of his attempt, sure, we'll take a Quran here, but let's.
So
see,
inspiring philosophy. You think it's funny, right?
As long as it's up there.
So I think it's funnier to do this. This is funny to me, IP. But you're going after Christians who aren't even doing anything. No, you're doing many things, Michael Jones, and you can't debate either. Oh, that was a little sneak peek right there. That was you're doing many things. So let's see. Give it a call, Cook. Let's see if he turns his phone off real quick. Chris Claus, quick, tell him.
Yeah, Chris, tell him.
Yeah, Chris.
Call cannot be completed or dialed. Please check the number.
So, chat, I called the number earlier. He definitely answered the phone. Chat, I call all the numbers before I bring him to live. So he answered earlier.
So I talked to IP, and he told me this was an old number, which, you know, you go to those stupid people search websites. I've looked myself up. It gives a bunch of numbers, some of which I have no idea how they're supposedly me, some of which are old numbers. And he got an old number for IP, and he called it up, and he's like, oh, this is so funny. Yeah, great. That's not even the right area code, buddy. Not even the right area code.
But that is the number of world famous World famous real estate mogul Mike Jones.
Mikal. And also, Thaddeus, didn't he say that just before the live, he called that number and was talking to IP? How could that happen?
Yep. Well, he says he verifies. I think it's actually in this next clip, but he says he verifies his every number. But he swore like 5 times he was about to call David, and then ends up calling his wife. Right. So he obviously does not actually check any information. He just goes live, and he's like, "Oh, this is gonna be a cool show. I'm gonna call these guys up live." And then he gets all these old numbers and wrong numbers, and who knows, right? There's some poor person somewhere. Not in this case, but in some of these other ones. There's probably some poor person who woke up and they had 20 missed calls from a bunch of Dawa freaks, and they have no idea why, because it's just some random person who has the number that he put on screen.
And it's really, what's really stupid is he doxed my wife the first time. He doxed my wife the first time, gave her phone number. They called her in the middle of the night and so on. Then apparently last night, he says, now I found out David Wood's number. And he calls my wife again. Like he didn't keep notes on the wrong number he got last time, is actually getting my wife's number and thinks it's mine.
Uh-huh.
Don't even know what to do. Don't even know what to do with this level of stupid.
This is nothing, IP, by the way. Your front door is next. But we're taking it slow because we're going to go to this
front. Don't say back door. Don't say back door, dude. Do not say it, right? But I mean, think about this. I mean, he said, your front door is next. Dude, you have my address. IP's not doing this stuff. He's not doing this stuff. He doesn't have your profit soaking in a jar of you know what. He's not doing that stuff. You literally have my address. You literally got it. I'm sitting here ripping page after page after page, and what are you doing? Nothing. Oh, but we'll show up at IP's door. We're going to show up at his door. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to say...
I don't hear anything. I don't hear anyone showing up at my door. You freaking coward. Hey, and he actually reminds me of Sheikh Uthman in that respect. He acts like he's a gangster who's ready to do something, but he's a total punk and a coward.
And the funny thing is he's already showed my house and everything else. And nobody's been to my house. So there's nothing for IP to worry about, because, and the reason, and I'm going to put this out there for other people as well. If you need to, hit me up if he tries to do this. But Malik he used to try to hit people for strikes on YouTube. And the only way that you can not get that strike is to appeal the strike. And when you appeal the strike, you have to put your own information or information in there to appeal the strike.
Or you have to have a lawyer. A lawyer can do it and stuff like that. But then, then you actually have to have a lawyer and stuff.
So that's how he got my information and my phone number and everything, is he put that strike in. I appealed it and he got my information. So he put my address and everything up, which I don't care. But not one person has ever come to my door. So hey, although I should start looking for some security software though, because I might start to feel scared and have to put out a GoFundMe and have.
You're gonna need that GoFundMe, man. You're gonna need that GoFundMe. I mean, if he's got your address, he's doxed you. He said he's gonna come get you. That might be a worthy cause for people to chip in.
Might be.
Mm-hmm. And that'll drive him crazy, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's quite obsessed with David being able to raise funds, right? Raise funds for Jai to move to the United States. It's like, David's scamming people. He's scamming people. Jai's not really moving to the U.S. It's just a scam.
Oh, yeah, he is.
And David's name is David Segura, too. And IP's a real estate tycoon.
I've been friends with Jai for over 15 years.
Really?
Yes.
Dang.
And I am so happy that this man will be in the United States very shortly doing his live stream. And because we've been friends for so long and whatnot, he's actually going to call me before he goes live and do a face reveal for me and my wife first before he goes on. Because it's a running thing. Because me and Jay, we've been friends for like 15 years, and my wife knows that. And even when me and Jay are talking online and whatnot, my wife's talked to Jay and everything else. So my wife always wanted a picture just so that she knew, like, could put a face with the voice and whatnot. But Jay's always that type of guy where he just didn't want his information out there at all, of course, and I respect it. So I hit him up and I was like, hey, man, you know my wife, she's going to have that face reveal before you get to the U.S. or she's going to be mad if she's got to wait for everybody else. So, yeah. But, yeah, I've known Jay for 15 years. I love that brother, and I can't wait for him to get to the United States.
Had a comment here. Inspiring Philosophy says, this is your reminder that Arizona has stand your ground laws and a strong castle doctrine. Don't come to my front door. Don't worry, IP. None of these dorks are coming to your front door. They're a bunch of cowards. I mean, think, if these guys are really gangsta and I'm sitting there shredding the Quran and soaking his prophet and urine and so on, would he be, well, I'm going to dox your aunt. I'm going to dox your aunt's cousin. I'm going to dox your aunt's cousin's dog. Is that really a guy who's got an army showing up to your front door? No. Matter of fact, let's take a couple of super chats real quick. My police department advises to have indoor cams to prove no, domestic violence? What's that got? What would DV be? Domestic violence?
Yeah. I mean, that's what it normally means. I'm not sure if that's what he meant, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what that has to do with the current situation. New title unlocked. Vlad the Impaler for the summary of Malik's life story. Hey, you guys want Vlad the Impaler? You guys want some Vlad the Impaler? We actually, what are we at? We're at 7:49. Thaddeus, remember 7:49, the time for this video. Yeah. Okay, guys, we actually had a contribution. We've had tons. We've had a lot of contributions to our project here, but this is someone who titled it something like Vlad the Impaler versus the Quran or something, but let's go ahead and check it out. Here we go. It's short, but it's a work of art. He's got a stake there. There's the Holy Quran. Okay. He impaled it. He impaled that one too. And ta-da! Look at that. Look at it.
And just think, we would have never saw this if Malik didn't do what he did. This is all because of Malik. The person that did this right now would have never did this with the Quran until Malik did what he did. Hey, Malik, guess what? This is what you did, Malik. Hey, Malik, this is what you did.
Thanks, Malik.
I just got to play it one more time since it's such a work of art and it's so short. Here we go.
I think it's awesome.
Oh, hang on. Look at this. Hang on. Look at this. Liar's gonna lie. Gotta be a shake with my
That's the Bible he ripped.
Bible he ripped. That's the Bible. Oh, really? Hang on. Let's and the Holy Quran. The Bible, and it's just called the Holy Quran. Yes, the Bible. This make me feel better.
Well, let's be honest, David. He probably reads as good as his prophet.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. One of Muhammad's fans sitting here going, but what? I don't see. I don't know what it says, so I'll just pretend it says that. Oh, so dumb. So dumb. All right, let's jump back into here.
Welcome into Club Pyro, man. We get to do this. This is
749.
let's see.
All right, here we go.
Front door is next, but we're taking it slow because we're gonna go the distance, and this is gonna affect you, IP, in more than one way. Okay, now let's go to Logic. So Logic, I have no interest in him personally anymore because this guy, it's just been back and forth for years. But I do have an interest in somebody he's very close with.
Sure you do. Sure you have. We believe you. You're not interested in Logic. You're not pining after him. You're not having all your sexual desires for GodLogic. You're fantasizing about his big, strong, manly arms around you. It's totally not happening. We believe you, Malik.
David, seeing as Logic's hiding behind you, and Logic's not.
This from the dude who literally posts a picture of himself with the Warner behind him, looking at him like he's a piece of meat in a butcher store window. After you acknowledge what this guy's into, and you're talking, I don't even know what to do here, man.
And to come stand up for his own.
Is Malik even on screen? Like, why isn't he on screen? Why isn't he even showing his face? Is he too scared to show his face?
I just seriously don't get the issue of, like, I mean, we're sitting here just like wrecking the Quran left and right. Everyone's scared. I'm scaring everybody with this stuff. I'm so scary. I feel really scary, and my 14-year-old fans think I'm really intimidating because I keep saying Club Pyru, and they think it's all real. And I'm going to show up with an army at your door, even though David is sitting in front of the camera and we have his address, and I doxed it to all my fans, and we just can't dump it. We don't know what to do. Gosh, what a loser, man.
I managed to dig up some files of Christina and her sister auditioning for a corn website. To do corn. Put the C with the P, if you get what I'm saying. Who wants to see a video of Christina and her
words? Right. The TikTok cares so little that they don't kick him off the platform for doxing people, and yet he's afraid to say porn. Right? He's afraid to say porn. What an idiot! Big strong gangster afraid to say porn.
Yes. That's definitely a feature of real gangsters.
Auditioning for a corn website. Who wants to see it? Wait, so not only is that our girl, your girl was running around trying to be passed around? Chat, who doesn't believe me?
Not only that, because we're twins, we draw a lot of attention to ourselves, you know, on a regular basis, whether we're going to the store or Walmart, walking down the street, people are always like, are you guys twins?
You draw a lot of attention?
Not to mention that we're very professional. We know how to act in public. We know that this is something that's going to be fun, but we take it seriously. Because
you know how to act? Wait, pause. Logic, mayday. She said I know how to act. So, 1094 and the Islamic that. Oh, we know you know how to act. Oh, we know. We know that's all the act. We know what you'd rather be doing.
So,
and we have.
If you want to pause it here for a second, he's going to put up a second video. He plays a lot of this video, and it just every sentence he's like making innuendos to try to make it into a audition for a pornography film, right? But it's quite obvious. It's quite obvious, even from the selective editing that he's done, that GodLogic's wife and his sister, some years ago probably, applied to be on a TV show, right? And he's like, oh, they're talking about acting. That could only mean they want to get on top of guys.
Oh, so it's an audition video. That's how lots of people do auditions. They say send us a tape, and then they go through the tapes, and then they pick right. Like the kind of finalists, and then they bring those in for actual in-person auditions and so on.
Yep.
Yeah,
so they're trying to be on a show. They're trying to be on a show. He plays clips and says, "This is them auditioning for corn. They want to do corn."
I covered it up, but they're wearing normal clothes. They're not auditioning for some adult film here. Just covered it up because they are private individuals, and there's no need to put their pictures out there. But there's nothing suspicious about this, right? It's all in his imagination. But he's like, "Oh, they said act. That's a porno word."
It was just my imagination.
And Christina's never said anything wrong about the Quran, the Prophet, or anything else like this. Malik is only attacking her because he loves GodLogic and he wants to be Christina. He wants to be the one that Logic is loving. And Malik, it ain't going to happen, man. Logic actually likes women. Just get over it, man. Get over it.
Yeah, this dude can't get over the fact that some dudes are actually into women, and so he declares war on the women because he wants to be in their place. Kind of. I'm trying to think of a more pathetic life. Pathetic, this dude, man.
More, by the way, run that next one. Oh, you think we done? We like DJ Khaled up in here. We go back to back. We go back to back.
Back to back, huh? Back to back.
We go butt to butt here in Club Pyru. That's what we do. We gangsta. We talk to people all day, and we just look people up on the internet. We find all their stuff from their Facebook pages because we so gangsta. What a freaking dork, man!
And even got it wrong. Like, how can you say DJ Khaled and then get the quote wrong? He should have been like the Warner, and another one, and another one.
I think we would be perfect to host your show. I mean, we have everything going on for us.
Your show.
Good looks. Yeah, we're cute, obviously. We're talented. We're well-spoken. We're able to talk about anything. We get along with anybody. Very personable.
Wait,
very
stop. Red flag. Red flag. We get along with everybody. We get along with everybody. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense how Logic...
Yeah, this is his level of logic. I
Chat.
have a feeling that this guy has never watched a man-on-woman porn in his life. He's not into that, right? He's not interested. So he has like this idea of what's in a porno without ever having seen one. But it's not because he's like some moral guy who doesn't watch pornos or something. It's because he's not interested in seeing naked females. That's all there is to it. So he's like, oh, they said they get along with people.
Well,
that's a porno thing.
Well, he's only interested if if he's actually focusing on the guy, because we know that. Well, no, actually, that's the Warner, so we don't know about Malik. Yeah, Malik just might not be even slightly interested. Interesting.
Who did this?
What's up?
And I actually heard in there that we can host your show. That's specifically what she said. So, like, it's a show. It's an audition for a show. Like, she literally said it in the clip that he posted. That's how, like, it. Come on, Malik. You got to cut that stuff out if you're going to try to make it believable. Come on now, man. Learn how to edit. Hey, Thad, can you teach this man how to edit? I'm just saying.
I can teach him how to edit, so you got a little part you don't like, you just go, ah. So you like that, dude. Like that. You just do that, man. You just do that.
David did. When I say who did this, y'all say David did. Who did this?
David did.
David did. Who did this?
David did. I'll say it with you, man.
David did. Right in the chat.
Did.
Who did this?
David did.
David did.
David did.
Write that in the chat. Who did this, chat?
David did.
David did.
David did. Look what
David.
I did.
Oh, you was mad about the bikini pig, huh? Oh, we got something way worse.
What?
Who did this, chat? David did.
David did.
I'm just having a good time.
I'm sure you are, buddy.
So we got another super chat here.
Here we go, chat.
Oh, speaking of super chats, let's take a couple.
Let's take some real ones.
Yeah, actual super chats.
Let's see. No, Islam, don't parrot anything. Cry me a river, build a bridge, and get the over it. Yes, good idea. David, why Malik hates the Quran? The more he does, people, the more the Quran will be desecrated. Yeah, he's not actually supposed to be doing this according to Islam, but he doesn't care, and his buddies apparently don't care because They're all scared of him exposing them because he keeps information on everybody, right? Just like he's going after GodLogic's wife right now. He actually knows real stuff about all the Dawa guys, right? He has to make stuff up about everyone else. He has real stuff about all these guys and what they're into.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're terrified of him. They can't correct him. So they got a little monster. Apparently Uthman is live right now. He's allowed to go live. He's allowed to go live.
No way.
If he ever stops being a sniveling coward, we can actually set up a debate. Never happen. It'll never happen. Man is the biggest coward on the planet.
You kind of missed one of his names last time too, David. You forgot Sheikh Ibn Footnote. Of course, when he thought that the footnote was a part of the hadith, even though he's a hadith scholar.
Yeah, he's a hadith scholar, and he thinks a footnote with a typo is a hadith. Yep. Total. What a, my goodness, I can't even. There's no words for this level of stupidity. I was reading. Yeah, you said said Sheikh Uthman is live. Yeah, he said he'd go live. Inspiring philosophy, and GodLogic said we're going to be in town. Debate us, man to man, person in person. He ran like a freaking coward. Ran to his little channel.
And I'm not even going to take them serious anymore because I believe it was.
It's just something to make fun of.
And you and Jay and DOC played earlier what happened with him, Logic, and Nick in the discussions. They had finalized a discussion. They just had to reach out to somebody to get it finalized. And then they ran away. So all you Muslims in the chat, run back over to Uthman and tell him to debate Nick and Logic like they originally planned.
Nick and Logic, IP and Logic, me at DebateCon, Sam on his channel, open invitation in all these ways. He insists on, no, I need my security blanket and I need to be here with all my Doa buddies and I need to control the mute button. Okay, we do not accept those rules because they're idiotic and that's not a real debate. Mm-hmm. So I was reading Isaiah and I came across a verse I'm surprised Muslims don't say is about Muhammad. Out of context, it sounds like it. No, they do use that. They definitely use that. That is one of their main verses.
Yes.
Yeah. That's one of their main go-to verses. It's kind of fallen out of disuse because it was so easy to blast them for that. But nope, that is one of their traditional go-to verses.
It's making a strong comeback right now because they're trying to say Isaiah 29, they're trying to link with Isaiah 42 being the servant, which isn't making sense.
That's insane. That's insane. Isaiah 29, what? Guys, whenever they would bring up Isaiah 29, I would say, okay, I grant you this is, I will grant to you that this is about Muhammad. In Isaiah 29, it's about people stubbornly refusing to obey God's revelations. And it says, you give someone a book and he goes, what? I can't read this. And he's making an excuse. And then right there in the same passage, it says, and if you give it to someone who can read, he says, oh no, I can't, it's sealed. It's about people making excuses for not obeying God. And then they say, that's Muhammad, because it said someone was given a book and it says he can't read. So that must be Muhammad. Okay, then he's in rebellion against God because it's about people refusing to do what God says. Great. Say that's about Muhammad. Brilliant. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant strategy. Muslim bots. Uthman will run away next week from Avery on capturing Christianity. Debate is scheduled. Watch. Yeah, we all know. Apparently this is just how we're going to go now because it's gonna end up being like a boy who cried wolf thing where people eventually get sick of it and just like, okay, we don't take anything Uthman says seriously because he always runs like a coward. D Wood is 6 foot South American who speaks good German. Yeah, 6'3", get it right. Malik calling out D Wood, Jai, DOC, IP, and Thaddeus is the same vibes as Mamdani calling out Trump as a city mayor. The delusion is real. Here's your petty jizya story. Yapping to yourselves and come defend me your false belief. Did you not ask to debate today? You're embarrassing yourself. What is this? Did who not ask to debate today? What? I can't even make sense of this.
If this is a comment from Maliker's group, we could say he's saying here's your petty jizya, so you guys stop yapping to yourselves and come defend.
It said, "Come defend me, your false belief."
I think it says, "Come to
I
me
think
to defend your false beliefs," because he
No, it
called
says,
you
"Come
out.
defend me, your false belief." He's calling himself
Oh,
my
I think
false
it's a
belief.
joke. I'm not sure.
No, sure.
It might be.
You
a
can't
joke.
make sense of it. Muslims want to get workers fired because they hate honest people, with them being scammers and worshiping a scammer. Yeah, it is funny. They have a scammer as a scammer and a con artist as a prophet, and then they end up with all their dawah guys being scammers and con artists. And then, we'll get people fired if they have real jobs. Hi, Dr. Maloink. This is dedicated to you. Thank you. Awesome. Here's some more of my money. I carry the Quran in my bag in case I need to clean something or pick up something dirty while out and about. That's becoming more and more of a thing, and we're just going to make sure it's completely acceptable eventually. Thad is right. If it wasn't for Malik, I wouldn't even know about this imposter, David Wood. Gracias, Malik. Yep. That's the real, es mi suegra. Thaddeus and David are like LeBron and Irving. Does Malik not know people laugh when something is funny? Yeah, apparently this is forbidden. There is no laughing. Thaddeus, thanks for sharing your story. It's always amazing how the Lord takes situations and uses it in the most creative ways for truth and ultimately his glory. We are grateful for you.
Appreciate it.
Al-Mustadrak al-Sahihain, Volume 5, page 697. Allah's throne will leak semen. Don't tell Warner about this. That's what creates things. Muslims asking for debates is a joke now. Yeah. It's an ongoing joke. Going to be a joke the whole year. Thank you, guys. This is from Malik. He also wanted me to let you know that the Watcher finally got invited to the Illuminati, but they changed the terms to 100 al-Zutmin every day for 1 year. Pray for him. Wow, 100 Zut a day for a whole year. Gosh. I mean, that's like
Muhammad would take it.
That's like the reverse of Muhammad saying that in paradise a man will be able to have sex with 100 virgins a day. Here, the Warner has to have 100 get zooted 100 times a day for an entire year. Wow. Thank you for that, Malik. Can you test how many Qurans will stop a? That's exactly what we'll be testing. Yeah, guys, you had this situation where Malik's fans keep saying they're going to Charlie Kirk me. That's a thing. We need to Charlie Kirk him. We're going to Charlie Kirk him, and so on. But anyway, one of the big disputes about Charlie Kirk is whether a 30-06 would definitely leave an exit wound. Now, I would really expect a 30-06 to leave an exit wound. I do believe there are situations where things could happen. I know a guy who got shot in his side and like the bullet went in like a couple different directions and, it hit him like right here and then bounced off something and then landed back behind his shoulder or something weird like that. Anyway, weird stuff happens. But we're going to test it. So I got Eric. He's going to bring different kinds of 30-06 rounds because that's one of the things. You have different kinds of rounds. You have some kinds of rounds that are made for penetration. Don't get excited, the Warner. And you have others that are made for different kinds of things. So we're actually going to test them. We're going to test them on Qurans to see how different bullets do different things. So, yep, that'll all be coming up. My home is protected by the good Lord. And the second, if any Abdul wants to meet me, then the other for sure. That seems to be IP's attitude. Please get in touch with Black Line Guard Fund. I don't know what that is. Can you imagine being an ex-girl boyfriend of Malik? He would be nasty as hell. What he must put them through. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this guy left me. Guess what? Hey, chat, I get the pics right here. Seriously, GodLogic probably reminds him of some boyfriend he had years ago. And he's like, that reminds me, I'm getting, see, he's supposed to be mine. He's all mine. Malik is a Bakabazi boy. He scares no one. Oh, he definitely scares no one. Maybe his 14-year-old fans on TikTok are like, oh, he's such a gangster. But they're going to find out, man. I mean, I'm just going to be sitting here day after day, week after week, month after month. And what are these guys going to do? Nothing. Bunch of cowards. DDD, I guess it stands for Dumb Dawa Dorks. Yeah, that does. Dumb Dawa Dorks. I find it useless for Malik to do this when he obviously doesn't really believe in Islam and does it for a grift, risking himself for something he LARPs. He doesn't seem to take it seriously.
He's doing it for Jake.
That's true. Doing it for Jake. Hope it's worth it, Jake. Thanks, David and team. Yep. That book was swapped for a lookalike just before being staked. Oh, yeah, that's it. It was traded. It wasn't the Quran.
It was a stunt double.
Yeah. It transition. These guys are compulsive liars in a spiritual sense. The God of deception compels them to lie, even against their own interest. As a corollary, the Hadith are just lies and snitching. Maybe that's where Malik gets all this snitching. I got banned from their live for calling them scared. I don't know which live you mean. I don't know if you mean Malik's live or
Uthman's.
Yeah, everyone's scared. Everyone's a bunch of scared little cowards. Who did this? The Al-Zut did. The Al-Zut did it. Oh, yeah, you could say that about the Vlad the Impaler. That could double in meaning. If there was 30 stakes, I'll have to count them. If it was 30 stakes, then it would double as a Zut joke. Uthman is a scholar. He knows diarrhea marks. Oh, yeah, what was that? Where
No. It's dietary marks.
Yeah.
You got to get it right. Dietary marks.
So he was trying to say diacritical.
There's no dietary marks in the original Quran.
So he was trying to say diacritical marks, and he was saying dietary marks because he's stupid. Great winner there. I'm Curry Place. All right. In Curry Place right now, they played a song named Jat. Oh, yeah, the Jat. Yeah, guys, there's a Jat website where they actually talk about being the Zut. They used to be called the Zut. 50 caliber BMG Browning machine. Pew pew. And wouldn't it be funny if no amount of Qurans could stop a bullet? That would be funny. It just goes through all of them like tissue paper.
It's so weak.
All right, let's jump back into this.
We got a new super chat.
What's up?
It took me a second to find it. I thought it was in the green section, but it's actually in the pink section. I don't know how you can see, but my Quran actually does have halal marks in it.
That's good.
So,
yep. Beast.
Courtesy of Uthman. And there was two things in the chat that I wanted to highlight. Jack Ray raised a good point. How do we know that it wasn't Warner who left Malik? Right?
It's a good point.
He used to be his boyfriend, and then he left him. And there was someone in James in the chat who said he wasn't going to participate in the Quran demolition project until he saw Malik trying to fake a porno. Now he said, I'm placing an order, I'm getting an Arabic Quran, and I'm participating. So thanks, Malik. Thanks, Malik.
Doing a bang-up job, buddy.
So, guys, you know the drill. Let's call the number.
Every time he's talking, he's got to be about drill. Get behind me. Drill behind me. What the heck, man?
Let's see who it is. Let's see who it is, chat. It's somebody. You might have a guess.
Doxing somebody.
Who did this? David did. Who did this? David did. Oh, we not even starting yet. This is level 1 stuff. If you can't get on Logic's panel, you can call him up yourself and just ask what's going on. Come on. Hey, let's Mike Picklestein here. Come on, Cook.
I got your phone number. I'm gangsta.
Please leave your message for 666.
I'm gang.
Wait, try him again. Try him again. No, don't you go and do not disturb. Don't go on D&D. Oh,
I'm gangsta.
That was a scary ring.
Please leave your message for.
I'm gangsta. I'm a gangsta.
Someone said they checked the WhatsApp and it's Logic. Why Logic declining? Yo, Cook, give him one more.
This genius keeps calling the number, which he says is GodLogic. Zero proof that it is. I don't know one way or another. I didn't bother to check, but he doesn't get any proof that it's Logic. But I promise it's him. I promise it's him. But it instantly, like as soon as it clicks, it goes to voicemail, which means the phone's off, whatever phone it is. And he's like, I'm going to call him again. This time he'll pick up. What an idiot.
And a loser. Grade A loser.
David, talk to us.
Narcissist. Well, let me put it this way. This dude is either extreme narcissist combined with being the dumbest person on the planet because everything he's doing is like beyond stupid, or he's just a Mossad agent. He's just a Mossad agent. Like, wouldn't have to be Mossad, but someone who's trying to destroy Islam.
Yeah, which one is it?
My guys. You know, when people say, oh, this person's doing this, he must be Mossad and so on, you say, okay, that's just you yelling something because you disagree with somebody or something like that. We know for a fact there are people who narcissists. Well, let me put it this way.
Wait. So hold on.
Hey, why are you cutting it off, man? Why are you cutting it off? Listen to the man. Let the man speak, dude. Let the man speak.
Maybe we're getting an answer, David. Maybe we're getting an answer to your question. That would be okay. Which one is it?
Put on mute. So, chat, apparently I'm a narcissist, right? Because I'm not going to allow David Wood to rip the
Or-
Quran and mock Al Zut free of charge.
You're not gonna
right?
You're not gonna.
I'm a
let me rip the Quran?
narcissist, but he's not a narcissist for just not doing it, and he wants to keep. He wants to.
Is this guy stupid? Don't say you're a
He doesn't
narcissist.
know what narcissist means. He doesn't know what it.
Dude, when you say these guys are doing all this and they're smashing hoes and they're spending the Dawa donations on drugs and all this stuff, and none of that bothers you until someone says something about you, okay, that's already like narcissist flags go up. When you tell us what we have to do and stuff, and then you're, I'm going to dox you if I don't give a... Okay, you sound like a spoiled little, like toddler mentality narcissist. Everything is about you, right? Everything is about you. Okay, that's what I mean by narcissist. You giant walking clown emoji.
Have people
But
burning
David's a
the Quran.
narcissist because he doesn't make it about him, right? That was his argument. How is David not a narcissist when he doesn't make it about him? Because he doesn't know what the word means.
What's a narcissist? Narcissist? No, narc is you, buddy. Narc is you. So you're a narc and a narcissist. You little snitch.
And ripping them up, and that's not narcissism.
Like this? No, ripping the Quran's not narcissism. You don't know what narcissism
No,
is?
it's about the Quran.
Remember the name Pamela Geller.
Hey, Pamela Geller.
Okay, Google it, look it
Hey, how
up.
you doing, Pamela?
Pamela Geller is one of David Wood's biggest funders. Funds David, supports David.
One, I haven't seen Pamela in I don't know how many years, 8 or 10. I'm not aware of her ever funding me. She may have at some point as a donation, or I've spoken at a couple of her events and so on. I don't it's possible, but one of my main funders, dude, like seriously, like straight up, dude. She's got lawyers, dude. She's got lawyers. She has lawyers, round the clock lawyers. So you better be careful about just making stuff up about her. Me, I just go after your profit in your book. That's how I roll. I just go after your profit in your book. That's what I do. She goes to lawyers to do stuff. So anyway, what's he going to say about Pamela?
Praises David,
That's
gives
true.
David content, gives David all types of stuff. By the way, this is
I even there was a little time where she said whatever articles I was posting somewhere I could actually share on her site, but that must have been like over 10 years ago, I'm guessing.
from an insider Christian / you never know.
Great.
Why is
great
Pamela
insider there.
Geller
An
behind
insider
David
told
Wood?
him that
By the way,
Pamela is
this is
funding you in
inside
secret,
information.
Wait, what's this?
An insider told him that Pamela is funding you, right? An insider Christian told him that. And then he goes to Wikipedia and reads her Wikipedia article.
I don't even know what to do at this point.
This is the type. This is the height of intelligence that we're dealing with right now.
Pamela
we go
Geller,
to Wikipedia.
He could have just said anyone. He could have said Robert Spencer is the main guy who funded him. So you'd have a better case because I've continued working with Robert Spencer over the years. So you could have said that. I'm trying to think of someone from way back in the day. Anyway, that's weird. That's like, I don't know. That's almost on the level of his real name is David Sagata. It's like, where are you getting? What the heck is wrong with you, dude?
No, it's so stupid.
And it's crazy because if Pamela Geller was funding me, I'd say, yeah, Pamela Geller's funding me. And guess what? She would, if she were doing it, she wouldn't have a problem with it. She want to know I'm spending my money on this guy just crushing Islam. that
We're going
wouldn't
to
be
make a prediction here.
that wouldn't be something to hide. Okay, here we go.
Information from David Wood's close associates. David Wood knows this is true. David
No, I
Wood
don't.
knows this is true.
No, I know it's idiotic.
This is David Wood's closest associates. And by the way, there's many.
Wait, Pamela Geller is my closest associate? Hang on. I'm sitting here with Thaddeus. I do stuff with AP, Robert Spencer, a bunch of people, and my closest associate is someone I haven't seen or heard from in years. There was a reason I ended up doing stuff with Pamela Geller. She lived in New York. I lived in the Bronx, and so when she was having something, I'd go, I'd go speak and things like that. That's it. That was it. What an idiot! Like I'm seriously wondering, like, This is like Candace Owens level, where she'll build some case and it's just on some message some random person sent her, and sometimes it's like complete idiotic nonsense. But he's probably like put his people, hey, go find stuff, and they're just like sending him random stupid stuff. Dude, I'm just saying, be careful if you say anything about Pamela. She would be quick to sue you into oblivion, dude.
More, David. David, we're gonna bring somebody on the show, and we're gonna expose you, 1 for 1.
I want to see that. Wait, for being funded by Pamela, please. I want to see it. But I think this is gonna rank. I think this is gonna rank right up there with. And we've got the police report. It was filed. We've got the proof. I'd love to see it. I want to see the evidence, dude. I want to see your evidence. I want to seriously, dude. Oh, let me guess.
Hi, I am here with a robot voice because my voice must be changed. And I confirm that Pamela Geller has given millions of dollars to David Wood, and she is his main funder. Everything you say is correct.
Oh, no, the case cracker. Oh, this guy's dumb, man. Dumb.
You just had my son dying laughing. He come into the living room, not understanding what was going on. He starts looking at the computer, and they start. Man, you did that really good, David. I'm just saying.
All right.
I dare you to deny it.
I deny it. I deny that Pamela Geller is my biggest funder or any kind of funder. Let me put it this way. If you find Pamela Geller has funded me in any way in the past 8 or 10 years, because again, I don't remember anything before that. I've spoken for a couple times. I don't recall if I was ever paid for any of that. I normally would speak for free and so on. So I do not recall. But if you show me any way that Pamela has funded me at all, it must have been like a super chat and I wasn't paying attention or something else, but I zero clue. So I deny it. Let's see your proof. And here's the thing. If it were true, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. I would think it's cool if Pamela Geller's funded. Hey, everyone, Pamela Geller's funding me. Yeah. You know what I don't get, Thaddeus? I sit here and blurt out stuff that I did. Like I'm sitting here, how does anyone know that I attacked my dad with a hammer? How does anyone know that? Because I told them. It never would have crossed anyone's mind to go and look up my prison, because I didn't have to tell anyone this stuff. I tell people. How do they know anything about me from my past? Because I'm the one that constantly tells them. And suddenly we get to this and it's like, but you know the real bad thing, he's getting paid by Pamela Geller and I'm supposed to, and no, I'm lying to cover it up. Really? Do I come across as a guy who's constantly lying to cover things up? Like, oh, bash my dad's head in? Yeah. But no, Pamela Geller? No, I don't know. Who's she? Pamela Geller's awesome, man. She was just straight up schooling people up there. Muslims ran bus ads on bus and subway ads and so on all this Islamic stuff. And she said, well, if you're going to do that, we're going to say the opposite. And we're going to run bus ads. And then everyone would throw a big tantrum and so on. And the bus agency would say, no, we're not putting this stuff that's critical of what the Muslims said. We're only putting up what the Muslims said. And it's okay, you're not allowed to do that. Okay, you're not allowed to do that. And so it went to court, and then they had a choice to make. They could run all Pamela stuff and all the other stuff, which they had to do for a while. So for a while, it was bus ads with quotes of jihadis and stuff, saying that that they were inspired to do this stuff by Islam. And then they made no ads of this kind. So Muslims couldn't post and Pamela couldn't post. They had to actually change the rules because she didn't like how it's always one-sided. She sued them to make it even. If you're going to post their stuff, you have to post our responses too. And anyway, no, so Pamela's awesome. If she were funding me, I'd be like, hey, Pamela Geller's funding my awesome work here. What is this idiot, man? What is wrong with him? Let's see it. Let's see it, Malik. Let's see your insider. And we don't want the robot voice, and we want to know what the connections are. We want to identify. Show us your proof. We love to see it, you pathetic little dork liar.
David, if you're a man, Thaddeus, clip this part up.
It's right there.
David, on your live, address the fact that Pamela Geller is a close associate of yours. I challenge you. I know you won't.
He knows you won't.
Pamela Geller is a close associate of mine. No. Did I work with her a couple of times in New York and a couple of times in Dearborn? Yes, I did. Is that what I would call a close associate? No. No. Guess what? I've spoken at tons of people's, hundreds of people's events over the years. That doesn't make me close associates, especially when I haven't seen or talked to her in years. But bring forth your proof, dude. I want to see it. I want to see your case cracker, you liar.
You won't. You will never bring this name to your fan base.
Never. Pamela Geller, Pamela Geller, Pamela Geller, Pamela Geller, Pamela Geller, Pamela Geller, Pamela Geller. I will never bring the name Pamela Geller, Pamela Geller, Pamela Geller to my fan base. I'll never do it. Never happen.
You praised her, right? You said she doesn't fund you because that's true, but you praised her. And he's saying, David's so afraid of being associated with her, he'll never say her name.
Pamela Geller's a warrior, man. I actually thought, hey, when we were doing when we recorded the little reenactment of the poisoning of Muhammad, Pamela would have been my second pick. We had Hatun play the woman that poisoned Muhammad. Pamela Geller would have been my second pick because she's actually Jewish. It was a Jewish woman who poisoned Muhammad. But Hatun just seemed too perfect and so on. But so I would have invited Pamela to do that. Other than that, don't know what this dude's babbling about.
Fan base will get on your ass because you have a Zio that supports you.
What the hell did he just say? Did he just say Pamela Geller's a Zionist? So if I say I'm being funded by Pamela Geller, my fan base would get on me?
Yep, that's what he thinks. He thinks that you'll never
hey,
bring her name because
Pamela Geller is a diehard Zionist, and I wish her success in defending her people against the people who want to completely exterminate them. Thumbs up. Who's coming after me? Who's coming after me, chat? Who's gonna come get me? Where does this guy's an idiot.
So now we find out
admitted
David
to scamming. Guilty. So if you're guilty, then why the hell are you still on the app? And then you have the nerve to post a link for Giant Doc today to make money? You're a scammer.
Wait a minute. He's legitimately a scammer. And me saying, okay, Giant DOC. By the way, guys, that link is still up. That link is still. Hey, Thaddeus, why don't you go ahead and share the link in the chat?
I'll post it.
Yeah, guys. Giant DOC. So they're leaving all their stuff behind in the UK because it's just not worth it to ship their stuff. So they're bringing their clothes and their laptop. That's all they're bringing, which means they're getting to the US. They don't have a couch. They don't have tables. They don't have a bed, dresser, any of that sort of thing. They don't have a car. They don't have they want to do live streams when they get here. They're not set up for that sort of thing. They're not set up for anything. So they're showing up to the United States of America with their clothes and their laptop. I said, for anyone who wants to chip in for all the costs, travel costs, them getting things, here's a GoFundMe. Doing that, trying to help some friends makes you a scam artist, but stealing from all your friends and snitching on all your friends, that makes you a good guy like Malik. Yeah. This guy's nuts, man.
Yeah, so just for context, he did like play the clip of you saying, yes, I if you want to call that scamming, me failing to complete the Quran project.
Dude, if you're calling that scamming, me starting something and not finishing it, that's like 95% of the things I've ever started. That's like 95%. I have a serious problem. Once there's something new, I get a bunch of energy. I start doing some stuff, and then it's all of a sudden it gets. I usually find out it's way more difficult than I thought, and then something else catches my attention. And in that particular situation, yeah, I'm talking like 100-fold. I massively underestimated that. If that's what bothers you, but your Dawa buddies spending their Dawa donations on drugs and on smashing hoes and on running trains on girls and on you being one of the most epically compulsive liars I've ever seen and doxing everyone. If that David didn't finish the Quran project, okay, I think you're sounding pretty stupid to everyone right now. What a dork, man.
Why would any Christian want to give to Giant Doc or any of these other people?
Because they love Giant Doc and they want to see what awesome work they're going to do. But this sounds like a guy who's jealous because no one would want to give him anything unless it's part of a scam. Yeah, he's the one who has to pay people to watch him. He's the one who has to, he has no concept of people saying, yeah, we'll give you money to support what you're doing.
But notice the logic, right? Because David is supposedly a scammer. Why would anyone donate to someone else? How does that correlate, right?
His fans have to be seriously stupid to not like see right through this. I just want to check. Oh gosh, this is awesome, guys. We're about to hit 30 over there. We're about to hit $30,000 over, all for Jai and DOC to buy furniture to get totally set up. Me and Thaddeus and Mary are going to go early, and we're actually going to set up their whole little studio recording, live streaming area before they get here and so on. And we got the cash to do it. I asked for 20. Keep in mind, I understood that they would most likely need between like 40 and 50 for everything they need to do, as far as like, travel costs, getting a little studio set up, just like cameras and stuff like that, and computers and all that. That's all gets real expensive really quick. But also, and a completely empty house, They're going to have to get some basic furniture and stuff, even in like a car and stuff like that. So I was guessing it's actually going to be more, but I'm happy to chip in too. But I asked for 20 and it's already almost at 30. What's that mean? It means that people love Jai and DOC and would gladly help them out. This dude gets enraged at it because he didn't have people like that, right? He'd have to be like, guys, go to my GoFundMe where I'm going to hand you money for pretending to like me.
And when he's talking about refuting these scams and everything else like this, all he did is have his buddy go to his Twitter and pull up videos that he recorded of his own concerts. But these people got scammed after the concert. So, of course, they're going to be at the concert because that's what they planned. The scam didn't take place until after
when he was supposed to pay them.
And when he's supposed to pay them. So when he shows you the evidence of the concert, well, of course that would be there. Because he scammed the people to be there, he didn't pay them afterwards. So that's not a refutation, Malik. You're just agreeing with us.
You literally took 15, 25,000 off somebody. But every article you read of me or so-called person that came along 4 years ago and said, Malik tried to scam me. Malik never got a penny off these people.
So that's his defense. I was so bad at scamming, I didn't actually get any money.
Yeah, because the guy said, he's like, I don't know you, and you're saying you could do this and tell me to send you $3,000 and stuff. Yeah, I'm not stupid. I'm not falling for this. So there was that, but then there's all the people who bought tickets, and he said, I pay you hundreds of dollars to buy a ticket, and then he didn't pay them back. But I guess he didn't get paid at all for those little concerts and stuff. All right.
So many times when he played the clip of the victim, he mocked her. He mocked the fact that, for example, she said that she couldn't get married because it was a burden.
We mocked it because it is obviously a scripted lie, you idiot. Prove me wrong, dude. You've got the case cracker. You could all the stuff you're saying, you could literally have me sent to prison, dude. Prison. You got the case cracker. Oh, she's going to file a police report. Where? Yes, we are absolutely mocking that little skit you put on. But guys, everyone who's watching, if you missed that, he comes forward with a woman who's in her 40s now, who says that I raped her when she was 13 and I pursued her for months and I drugged her but my real name's not David Wood. My real name is something else, because he still has this stupid theory that my real name's not David Wood. I'm David Zagata. So he's actually pulled a Sheikh Uthman and made it stupid and easy to refute, because guys, if that ever gets the police, that's felony. That's felony, filing a false police report. But if you ever get in a situation where that to happen, if someone wanted to risk the felony, okay, we play it. And his name's not David Wood. His name's David Zagata. And I go, okay, birth certificate, ID, passport, social security card. Where are you getting David Zagata? And they would go to the website and they would see how the website screwed up and linked me to someone who must have been at the same address at some point. and that would be over. And he expects us not to mock this complete idiotic nonsense. And then, oh, look, they're mocking the victim. They're mocking the victim. Bring out the victim, man. Bring out the victim. I want you to. I want you to. Bring out the victim. So now he has to show the victim. We want to see the victim, or at least file the police report. We want to see the police report, dude. So the victim, and then someone who can show that I'm actually funded by Pamela Geller, the Zionist. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Compulsive liar, dude. Compulsive liar.
On her for so many years. He laughed at that. He thinks that when you grape somebody at 13, that they could just go get married next year.
No, I think when you get the worst actor on the planet with the dumbest script imaginable, and then you make it extremely easy to refute, that is laughably stupid, like everything you do, dude.
Mm-hmm. Like his whore wife, right? His Filipino whore wife. No, these great victims, they take years of psychological there is psychological hurt, and you were laughing at it, David.
Keep in mind,
IP, you were
hey,
sitting there too.
Keep in mind, this is a guy trying to be serious. He knows he set this up. He knows that's a lie. He knows that, and he's acting to his fans. He's flat out lying to his fans and acting like, oh, this is so. That's how. What level of evil do you have to be to sit there and tell your fans? Your Muslim fans, lie after lie after lie after lie, and then you pretend to be so into helping the victims that that you literally made up. Prove me wrong, dude. Prove me wrong. Let's see it. Let's see the proof, man. Let's see the proof. And make sure she tells everyone that my real name isn't David Wood, it's David Sagata. That's gonna go over real well. Oh, this is so stupid.
Filthy animals. Filthy.
Super chat.
So chat, we got a
Nice,
new
Thaddeus.
super chat right now. Let's get everybody here. Let's guess who our lucky contestant is for the day. Cook.
This idiot is doing the same number he thought was mine last time. Turned out to be my wife's, and he's doing the same stupid number over again, thinking that it's mine this time. Well, you can't make up this level of stupid, man.
You know what time it is. Chat, we got a
What's that?
I had my Takab on, but gonna go ahead and take it off.
Your Nakab fell off, man.
Contestant on our super chat. W super chat, whoever sent this through. $7 million, I don't even know that number, but chat, let's call and guess who it is. who can guess what it is?
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice message.
Nah, ring that back. Nah, run that back.
Automated
Run
voice
that back.
messaging. I'll guess it.
You better answer. Oh yeah. Diddy Wood. Come on, David. Come on, David.
Come on, David, why aren't you answering?
Because it's not my phone? It's not my phone number?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Oh, man. Hey, give him one more. David.
Oh, hey, that's actually interesting. It's the same number. It's the same number that he called. And apparently my wife took her voice message off there. Huh?
Sorry, my bad.
So apparently he didn't recognize that it's the exact same number that he doxed before. And apparently my wife took her message off there because they were playing it live.
David, this your number, David. This your time to shine, David.
Not my number, bud.
David, this is your time to shine. Answer the phone.
You gotta use my actual number.
I want to leave a voicemail.
It has to be my real number.
David, you better answer that phone, boy. You better answer that phone, blood.
Why would you think I'd even be listening to you?
Don't be scared. You better answer that phone, blood.
Not my number. Can't answer. Can't answer if it's not my phone. And if you're going to call my wife's number, then say, hey, I'm calling your wife's phone.
You thought ripping the Quran was going to get me. Oh, no, he's ripping the Quran. Oh, no, he's doing pickle jars. Brother, I am going to literally come at you for the whole year.
Really?
Your friends are going to hate you by the end.
Do it.
Because you're too egotistical to say sorry.
Do it.
You're going to say sorry. That psychopath stuff ain't going to cut it with me. You never had Arab parents before. You think you're the psychopath. Half of us in here are Arabs. You don't know our parents. This guy thinks he's psycho. Brother, have you ever seen the slipper fly across the room?
Do it.
This guy thinks that we're scared of a psychopath. Brother, We grew up with people more scary than him.
Do it. You think?
So he think.
Think about what he's saying there.
He
He's
thinks that you made up being a
Muslim. He's saying
psychopath, 'cause-
he's actually saying Muslim parents are worse than psychopaths. That's what he just said. That's what this guy just said.
He thinks you made it up because he thinks it's a threat. He thinks that you saying that you're a psychopath is a threat to him.
Guess what? I got the receipts, Malik. I got the receipts. Check the records. Chestnut Ridge Psychiatric Hospital.
And what we came to find, chat, is guess what? David Wood has a Muslim landlord. Oh no! David Wood, his landlord, is a Muslim. So
I guess that means I'm not very Islamophobic, huh? Well, what's funny? I've never met my landlord or seen my landlord at all. This was done through an agency which rented out this house. Mm-hmm. That's the extent of my knowledge. I know he has some sort of Indian name. That's it. That's the extent of my knowledge of my landlord. And this is somehow breaking news over on Club Pyru. What a loser, man.
The person that David pays jizya to every month is a Muslim Indian man. Can you believe this? David pays rent to a Muslim Indian man.
Hey, before that, when we lived somewhere else, I paid jizya to a Korean family who were renting out a house. And before that, up in New York, we rented from a Hindu family, actual Indian Hindus. So, and in college, David's best friend was a Pakistani Muslim named Appeal. Oh my goodness! Oh, we got the case cracker. What is this, guys? It's not even like important stuff. It's like half complete idiotic nonsense. You can't get anything right. Half and then like another quarter like deranged insane claims based on nothing, and then possibly true. I don't know if the guy's a Muslim or not. I know he has an Indian name. That's it. I don't know, Hindu, atheist, Muslim, whatever. But this is somehow important. Indian Muslim that he's never met in his entire life, even once.
So we had to call the man ourselves, and we had to talk to him and let him know about David Wood. And we're in contact with the very nice fella. But let's see what he had to say about David and his whereabouts, and if he knew about David at all.
Gonna expose the lies.
Let's see,
David.
David. David, I'm talking to the boss now.
Do you know the people that you're renting to who they are? Do you know the people that you're renting to who they are? Mr. David Wood and Marie Wood? What happened?
What happened?
I can't tell if this is real or not because he fakes so much stuff.
18. And the police now investigation is underway. Among other
police investigation.
It's the police investigation.
And, if you were aware of this, of him having this, and if it was something that you knew, and if it was something that you condoned.
Hey, look, landlord.
No, not at all. I don't know anything.
Yo, pause it. Yo, Chad, so for obvious reasons, I couldn't post the whole call because we spoke about a bunch of stuff. But basically, I told him like, yo, brother, Aki, you got a whole blasphemer at your crib, bro, ripping the Quran up.
That's true.
This Indian.
Now that's actually true. A bunch of the other stuff he says is true. But yeah, if this guy's a Muslim, he does have in a house that he owns one of the all-time kings of ripping the Quran right here. So that's true. That's true.
Guy, bro, was so mesquite. He's like, brother, I didn't know. No. I don't know, brother. Why? This is it. Yo, David. You're not even the boss no more, David. You don't even own the house. You collecting $200,000 on GoFundMe for what? You ain't got no property. You ain't even own the property you living
anything,
in.
man.
You 50?
No, that's true.
Hey, man, pass me to the CEO. Hey, keep going. Let me keep talking to your boss, David. The one who puts a roof over your head.
Not at all. I don't know anything because
since when is your landlord your boss?
The tenants come through the realtors, not directly. I don't
You hear that,
know.
guys? You hear that?
Pause it real quick.
Just hear it? That's exactly what I said. It's done through the realtors. Never met this dude, and I right now I have no idea what relevance it is. Except the only relevance is, yes, he's a Muslim, so if he has a problem with this, then yeah, he shouldn't be renting to me.
So chat, he's saying that he didn't know that they were in the house, that they went through a realtor to get the crib.
That's what I said.
So notice, David
what I said.
didn't show himself face to face with this Muslim man.
Why
he
would
went
I?
through
It's
a
done through a
realtor
realtor.
to hide because.
Do you hear this, guys? Does he know how it works? He thinks I go to a realtor to find me a house, and not I look on a website for places that are available for rent, and who handles it? Because this guy lives in some other state. Who handles it? A realtor. It's the owner who has the realtor find someone to live in the house. He thinks I go to a realtor and say, "Hey, can you sneak me into that Muslim dude's house so he doesn't know that I'm in there ripping up the Quran and stuff?" This guy's a moron, man. He don't even know how renting a house works. Gosh, what a
Well, not only that, the landlord actually tells him, right? He tells him, I do all my rentals through realtors.
That's what he does.
He couldn't face the Muslim man to rent.
He couldn't. How would I face him? He doesn't live here. He doesn't live in the state, dude. And he had. I don't know. This is getting boring to even respond to. Let's see.
From him himself, right? Right? Or something like that. I mean, there's different ways to rent properties, and, some people do go through realtors. But isn't it ironic, chat, that Allah mocks.
Allah mocked me by letting me do this in a Muslim-owned house. Good one, Allah. You really schooled me there. You got a Muslim renting me the house that I use to shred your book. Great one. Awesome. Boy, you really are the best of planners there. Oh, my goodness.
Allah.
People. I mean... Yo, Diddy Wood, you're not going to win. I'm closer than you think.
Hey, Chris.
What's up?
You know this Malik guy. He's saying there's no way I'm going to win. Based on you're the person who kind of knows both of us best when it comes to actually knowing both of us, right? What do you think his chances of winning all this are?
He's got about as much chance as a baby seal winning the battle with the club.
That is how I would that is how I would assess the odds. That's a good one here. All right, let's let him keep going here.
I actually did a live stream, and it was David versus Malik. Is this even fair? Because that's how I look at it. Is this even fair? This is David just battering him something fierce. Like it's not even a fight. It's just a whopping. That's all it is.
Oh, hey, everyone. I just glanced back. Apparently, Malik bringing up the fundraiser for Giant DOC and Thaddeus sharing the link. More donations came in. We're now at 29,758. So we are $242 away from 30,000 for Jai. Every penny to Jai and DOC. And their equipment and everything else. So let's see if we can get that over 30,000 before this live stream is done.
And just to be clear, because David didn't say the exact amount, but the first time that we talked about it, it was like 26.9. So Malik has brought in $3,000 for Jai and Daughter of Christ.
Watch, guys, mark my words. If Malik keeps it, he's thought, I'm going to go all year. If Malik keeps going all year, he will make every single Christian, because he's going after everyone, right? He's going to go after everyone. He will make every Christian apologist rich. He will make everyone rich. He will do it. Watch.
I'm closer than you think.
To what?
Feel my breath. Yes.
Who's he talking about?
That's me.
You.
I'm right there, David.
Breath
I'm
stinks,
right there.
man. Your breath stinks.
I'm right there.
Your breath is bad, man. Get a mint.
Where? I'm right there. Yo, chat, who did this? David did. Chat, do it again.
What?
Sing it with me.
Who
did this?
What are you saying, Thaddeus?
He says, David, I'm right behind you.
What the heck, man?
On your neck, David.
Look, man, I'm not you and you're not the Warner, so don't be standing behind me, man, with your creepy fantasies.
David did. Yo, who did this? David did.
Right, he's under heavy investigation right now, and he's already been charged for hitting his dad over the head with a hammer 7 times. And I can send you any of this information if you like, just to verify. He in 1998 he hit his dad over the head with a hammer 7 times.
1998, when I'd been incarcerated for years. Oh, hey, he's still going with that chick's timeline, right? Her timeline. When she was saying this happened, I was locked up, and now he's going with her timeline because I'm lying about the timeline. I'm really David Sagata.
He's a psychopath.
That's true.
You can look him up on YouTube as well. He has a channel called.
Pause. Hey, what the unk moment. He said, hold on. I rented my house to a psychopath? Yo, just
kick me out, buddy. Kick me. Here's what's funny. It's like, what could Malik actually do? Like, harass the landlord to where he kicks me out. Okay, so you'd like inconvenience me for a few days while I move? It's like, is it really worth it, dude? Is it really worth the Quran desecration? I hope so, buddy. Do it. And get my landlord to kick me out. Do it. Want to see it? I want to see it, man. I want to see it. I will film myself moving, and you'll be like, "Yeah, I got him to move. I did something." What a joke, man.
So his crowning achievement, right, is doxing you, giving everyone your address.
Yeah.
And now he's trying to force you to move so he won't have your address for anyone.
That would undox me, right? He's trying to this idiot dox me and is now trying to undox me. It's called you've seen those shows where people do an unboxing? He wants to do an undoxing. Great. Awesome. Do it. I mean, because guys, seriously, it's like, this is like hilarious stuff with how stupid this guy is. But since he's doxed me, it does seem like I might need to move, right? It does seem like I might need to move at some point because even though I think these guys are complete jokes, well, I'm not always at home. So it's like, okay, my wife's here, got a little 7-year-old and stuff like that. Do these guys occasionally like actually going, could he have a viewer that's like the guy who went and killed Salwan Momika and stuff like that? Yes, it can actually happen. So I'll long-term probably would not want to take the risk. So probably will move and have the internet scrubbed of my information or something like that. Probably will happen. But why would he want to just make me move when I'm probably going to have to move at some point anyway? Like, hey, you know what? Hey, look. No, here's what's funny. My concern, my only concern when I thought of, oh no, I might need to move because sometimes I'm not here and it's just my wife and kids and stuff like that. And if like one of my older kids were here, my oldest son is not here, but my second oldest son, he could, I'm sure he could handle things himself and so on. But you know what? If someone jumps through the door, there's a nurse here. It's like a nurse is the first one you'd encounter taking care of my son Paley. If I wasn't there, and after that, it would be my wife and my 7-year-old or something like that. So, would it be a good idea to move? Yeah, but I was sitting there thinking, I'm on the lease for like another 7 or 8 months, man, like another 7 or 8 months. So I would have to actually like be paying 2 rents. That would be pretty tough. If the guy kicks me out, well, then I don't have that problem anymore, do I? Malik, do it. Get the landlord to say, 30 days, you have 30 days to get out. Boom, gone. And that problem's gone because then I don't have to pay for, I'll pay somewhere else, dude. Gosh, this guy's stupid.
Yo, I rented my house to a psychopath. Oh, Aki.
So he's now making fun of the Muslim, right? Just to be clear, he's making fun of the Muslim landlord.
Yo, his philosophy is almost wet in his bed.
He's such a pathetic old guy. Great strategy there, right?
Who's he talking about bed? Is he saying we're wetting the bed, scared of him?
Yeah. I forget who says, but he's about to say someone's wetting the bed. This might be Chris. It might be someone else. I'm not sure.
I think it's IP.
Because he knows.
Oh yeah.
What's coming on the next episode? IP. If you don't think that we're not gonna hit. Is his younger sister who works at a school, which, by the way, I looked up, has over 30% Muslims in it. So I think that we need to let her know that her dumbass brother is running around ripping Qurans and helping people rip Qurans.
Her
and
brother's
threatening
ripping
to rip
Qurans?
Qurans. I think, Chad, don't you think?
Wait, he just flat out lied about IP, right?
Yep.
He said her
We lied
brother
about
is
you
running
several times.
around ripping Quran. So he's gonna say, guys, does this guy ever tell the truth?
No.
Does this guy ever tell the truth, like at all? He lies. He lies to incite anger at people. Total liar.
Yeah, so this part's going to be about Chris. I'll let him do all the talking here.
Chris
Yo,
Claus?
Thaddeus,
But
don't think that your day ain't coming.
oh, my day's
We just have
coming.
to get
I'm so
the
scared.
easy
I'm
stuff,
so
man.
scared.
Out the way.
I better put my hijab back
But
on.
chat,
Or my niqab.
don't fool for the Islamophobia that you see. Don't fool for any of this. Just know these guys are feeling pressure behind the scenes.
Oh, but not
The
like
pressure's
the
behind the
pressure
scenes.
I
Chris Claus,
feel when
you're
the
so
Warner's
gullible.
behind me.
Chris Claus, you're the most
They'll never
gullible
find
guy.
me now.
Chat, let me tell you what we did.
I'm
Because
gullible.
I want you to hear the story in Club Pyro, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, we need the story.
Me and Speaking Muslim,
Dude, please don't rap. Oh, he said wrap it up. Okay, wrap it up. Okay.
we had this.
Because, dude, if he started rapping, I'd be like, dude, I give up. I give up, man. I give up. I surrender. I surrender, man. What do I have to do? Just stop rapping.
So remember I told you I have some moles inside of Malik's group, and I put out 3 stories to see which one got back to him. So I found out which one of the moles was being a rat. Now, he's talking about the Speaking Muslim. So I showed a bunch of Speaking Muslims messages on my live stream. So he come up with this story that we're about to hear.
Awesome.
This crazy idea a couple months ago, and I was like, yo, Speaking, you always trying to do some undercover work and stuff like that, bro. Like, what's up, man? Do some undercover work. Like, what you want to do? And we sent Speaking Muslim to Chris Claus's DM. And Speaking was like, I'm thinking about like Islam and is this the right religion and all this and that, right?
Speaking is the one who's always like the mole, because he came on and started asking me questions, trying to fish for information. What did he say? He's getting intel for my debate with Jake, and I had to respond to Jake. I'm like, Jake, if you want to know how I'm gonna, just ask me, man. I don't think you guys have a good ask me. Why don't you ask me? You don't need to do that anyway. Stupid.
And Chris Claus bit on it like the worm from Psalms, right? He bit on it, and he was exposing all his stuff to Speaking.
Oh, yeah. All of it.
And he exposed, chat, something really that you guys need to pay attention to.
Yeah.
So what does Chris say to Speaking Muslim? He says, let me say this. Malik may have some cash issues he can bring up. This is talking about David. But who is going to care or even believe him? Let's be honest.
This the case cracker?
This is the case cracker. This is me exposing everything right here. But what I said is true. He's got a few he brought up PayPal.
He can say things like David started a Quran project that he never finished, writing a commentary for an entire Quran. Yeah, you could say that. So you can say stuff like that, and it's exactly what he's been saying. So,
and all I'm saying here is we either don't care or we won't believe him. And why wouldn't we believe him, David? Is it possibly because he brought a woman on pretending to be a rape victim? Also, that he's trying to say that that you're David Segarra when you're really not, or that he's made a police report when he really hasn't, or all of these other things that he's actually lied about. So I made an actual statement here, and it's a truthful statement, that nobody cares what Malik says. He's a nobody. Nobody at all. And how can we even trust what he says when he's lied the whole time?
Seems like a compulsive liar. But guys, I don't know if you haven't realized, but if I do something, I'll tell you. The heck do I care? What are you going to do to me? We'll dox you. Okay, go ahead. Okay, what are you going to do?
So this is
that's
big
their
thing. This is his big thing.
That's the smoking gun.
He's gonna play like this is the smoking gun right here.
The smoking gun.
That's the Salam al-Masih mentality is, oh, Malik's going to expose us, but no one's going to believe him.
Oh, just 1 second now. So now he's trying to say that 2 months ago, him and the Speaking Muslim decided to come to me and to tell me a story about how he was doubting Islam and everything else so he could get close to me, so he could get information out of me. So what Malik is trying to do is say, oh no, Speaking was never a mole for Chris. He was my mole. Well, weirdly enough, I'm going to pose this to everybody in the chat. If this was true, would Speaking Muslim have told the exact same story to another Christian months before that, and somebody who isn't really good friends with me and isn't even a part of the beef? Would Speaking go to that person and tell them the exact same story that they told me? I don't think so. But guess what, Speaking? And maybe Malik, maybe you didn't know, but I actually have the screenshots of what Speaking Muslim actually sent to a Christian named K. And it is him doubting Islam, believing that Jesus is God, praying and everything else, the same as what I presented on my YouTube. So maybe, Malik, you should go back to Speaking Muslim and ask him why he's going to other Christians, telling them the same story he was only supposed to tell me. Malik, how many times you got to lie, brother? How many times you got to lie?
Roughly 487,000 times per live stream. And that is a serious issue, like with bringing on a fake victim to say that someone named David Secara, he did this to me when I was only 13, right? When you keep doing that, it's like, dude, Chris, you're right. No one's gonna believe this dude about anything. You have to not only be some 13 or 14-year-old on TikTok, you also have to be the product of 30, 40 generations of first cousin marriage. And sorry, outside that little sphere, bud, no one's believing you.
So out of everything that they tried to do, that was the big moment. That was the big exposing of me, that I said that nobody cares or even believes Malik. Well, it's true.
That's powerful. Yeah. So basically you said something that was spot on, right on the money, and don't know what to do here. And his landlord, the owner of the house, is a Muslim.
He brought the great victim, but we're just going to crack some jokes and make it seem like things aren't going well. So we're just going to make it seem like it's not the real victim, but you admitted that you raped somebody and you know it's not her.
No, I admitted that I had sex with someone. If you're calling it grape, the only basis is if you think someone who's a teenager cannot consent. Okay, I'm fine with that. Say that. But then you have to say in the very next sentence, Muhammad was a grapist. You just have to. You have to. You can't have it both ways. It's not like you're not like the Warner who has it likes both ways.
Her, but you claim she was Eastern European. Then you said she was Cora. Then...
Bring her forward, dude. Bring her forward. Police department.
His own chat said that.
What?
His own chat was accusing him of lying.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. So guys, you guys are saying it was Cora. You're saying you guys are saying it was Cora. I didn't say. I have zero clue who Cora is. Zero. Zero. Your fans started saying, that's Cora. That's Cora. That's Cora, the voice changer.
Yep.
You said it was Tina. Then you said it was Central's sister. And then you made it seem like, oh, she's Eastern.
All of those claims came from Tina. Who is Tina?
I don't even know where that came from. I've never
Tina's the girl. Tina's the girl that he said that he sent $1,000 to and faked the receipt. So that's the Tina that he's speaking about. Well, it wouldn't be her because she don't like him.
Yeah. So, so I mean, just think about this. He has some obviously fake interview, and his people in his chat are like, okay, this is obviously someone you know, and so they go through who this could be, and he says, we're saying this.
European and
your own fans do not trust you, dude. What does that say about you?
Eastern European can't be in Virginia, but the truth of the fact is everyone knows that person was English. Spoke perfect English? Better English than David.
She was English?
She spoke perfect English, David. Every person who speaks English talks
She had
about
an
reaching your
accent.
hand up your skirts.
She had an accent that was not a Virginia accent. So you'd have to explain that. You'd also have to explain why my name wasn't David Wood.
Oh, Giant Dog, if you don't think your YouTube channel is coming down in the next couple weeks, your YouTube channel is coming down again, buddy.
Couple weeks.
Giant Dog, your YouTube channel is coming down. I promise you, your YouTube channel is coming. Nothing can stop me. It's all the way down.
He
Your
promised.
channel's coming down. I haven't even got around to it. Giant Dog, your channel is coming down.
He hasn't got around to it yet, David.
Believe me, you're gonna start again.
He's busy. He's busy.
What do you mean she did? What do you mean she had an accent? My thing is this: do people from Virginia have accents?
Yeah, Virginian accents.
Yes.
And let me you know, I'm from California. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but is there only like white people that live in Virginia? I don't get it.
Wait, she's not white?
Like, even if we're to say that. And by the way, they're going with this whole David Segarra thing. They lied about it as well because the girl on the phone said, "I knew him."
What'd you say?
We said that she's probably from Europe, right? Eastern Europe. That's white by most people's definition.
Yeah, and I could. There's some sort of slight accent there. I wouldn't know Eastern European from Arab or something like that with that accent. Just doesn't sound like someone from Virginia.
David, but I didn't know his last name was Wood. Right?
Whoa, did you just hear that? She said, "Oh no, I didn't know his last name was Wood." Not what she said. She said his name was not David Wood.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's when they were going with this. I got it. Now he's lying again. Dude, you're lying again. We got you recorded, you little liar.
Yep.
And then I came the next day and found something online with the same
next day,
birthday as David Segarra that lived at that
He just conveniently found it the next day. It wasn't part of the plan, guys.
address.
Yep.
Right? So they're saying that the girl said, "No, it's not David Wood, it's David Segarra." But no, she saw a picture of you. She knows it's you. She confirmed it was you, and she filed a police report.
She filed a police report.
Like 18?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hang on. She filed a police report. So obviously there is a police report about this, right?
Yep.
Where's the police report? Don't you normally tell people, "Hey, there's a police report about you doing something"? I would guess. I don't know.
Well, to the landlord, he said a police report was filed, that you're under heavy investigation currently, that the police are investigating this matter, taking it very seriously. I just want you to be aware that he might be arrested at any time.
And is any of that
just
true?
Digging himself in. He's following the Uthman script, right? Just dig yourself deeper and deeper.
And also just like, I mean, what guys, what happens a month from now, 2 months from now, 3 months from now? Oh yeah, the police report. Oh yeah. Is he still going to be going? Like, does there ever come a time when you need to back something up? Not in the Warner sense, but.
And that's what I said too on my live stream when I did the, when I did the "is it fair" type thing. I just said to Malik, if you do not present the police report, then your own fans will know you're a liar. So Malik, I will say it again. If you cannot, by Tuesday morning, present a police report,
TikTok.
Why should any of your supporters take you serious anymore?
Yeah, and I mean, think, guys, just realistically here, you mean they've got a victim and a police report and apparently a confession from me because, you know, I said I had sex with a girl, but they've got the real details there. And I'm sitting here shredding the Quran left and right. No one's pulling the trigger on this. Seriously.
You would have already been taken in. You'd be out on bail right now. Like you would have been arrested if they actually went, because he said in TikTok a week ago on Monday that they had already did it then. So it's already been a full week that this police report has already been done. If it's been a whole week, why have you not been arrested?
Don't know, or even question, or anything like that. It's almost like police have no clue about anything that's going on. Isn't that weird?
If you don't think on the next couple episodes we're gonna put it on the screen,
you're
stupid.
Next couple episodes. Why wouldn't you just do it now? Why wouldn't you just do it now?
And just to show a good token, Chris Claus, seeing as you admitted that he has cash issues, well, you can't see it that well, but David Wood has a lien, a federal tax lien of $11,000.
On
Here,
what?
you want me to make it bigger? Give me one second.
Let
I'll
me
make it
let me
bigger
add,
for you guys
let me
here.
add
Okay.
to this,
What's that?
Malik. I don't care, Malik. I don't care.
No,
Well-
hey, if I have a tax lien, I want to know it because I have no idea. And what's the lien on?
So in a previous episode, he doesn't actually show any information what this lien is. He just shows that a lien exists, so I don't even know if it's actually anything related to you. But in the previous episode, he said it was on the property because at that time he thought you owned the property. You live in.
So hey, so
there's a tax lien on the prop. There's a tax lien on David's
there's a
house.
tax lien on the property that I do not own.
So you didn't pay all your taxes, apparently, and they put a lien on your landlord as a result.
Isn't that weird? I didn't know they could do that sort of thing. I didn't know they could put...
I'm gonna do that this year. If I don't gotta pay my taxes and my landlord gotta pay, I'm gonna do that this year.
That'd be good. That'd be good to know. No, hey, Malik. If there's actually a lien, dude, I would love to know about that because I would like to pay them so they don't come and take something. What they would actually have is my car and my van. Other than that, I'm renting. That would be the only like big things that they could put a lien on.
Oh, it actually gets better when he makes the big version. I don't know if the audience will be able to see it, but I'll tell you what it says.
All
He
right,
doesn't show it doesn't show what it's on, who it's for. He just shows the amount, but he accidentally shows something which makes it very hilarious.
I'll make it bigger. Don't you guys worry.
Yeah, make it bigger. So
Don't you guys worry. I'll make it bigger.
Yeah, just
That's
like
what the El Zoot said.
Yeah, just like I make the Warner bigger when he's behind me.
So you guys can see the whole, like, we're dealing with a 50-year-old broke man.
I thought I'm this world champion scam artist rolling in the dough, man.
Dealing with a 50-year-old brokey.
You're not even right about my age, man. Get it right. 49.
Stole $15K, lives under a Muslim, and it says he has a federal tax lien of $11,328. So even the feds are on his ass.
Yeah. Boy,
Even
they're
the
coming to get
feds are on his ass, but I'm the scammer.
Hey, Malik, stop thinking about people on people's asses. Come on, man.
Yeah. No, and seriously, having a tax lien, what would that have to do with? That would just mean I didn't pay something somewhere. I don't know. Well, if it's for taxes, then it would mean I didn't pay taxes or something like. What would that have to do with being a scammer? Like you paying people to go to your concert and then not paying them, you saying, oh, I can get this guy on your next album, just give me money, and you can't actually do it, and you saying, yeah, I was a special guest at the 50 Cent concert, and you're lying, and then your Dawa buddies taking the Dawa donations and using them on drugs and to smash hoes and so on. This is their smoking gun? Really?
Mm-hmm. All right. So sorry, if you could just rewind it like 1 second so that the image is on the screen. I have confirmed that it is big enough that the audience, if they zoom in, can see it. But what it actually says is federal tax lien release. See details. So whatever this is, it's a record of removing a lien on something.
He can't, man. You can't even make up this stupidity right now. You can't even make up this stupidity.
Stole $15K, lives under a Muslim, and it says he has a federal tax lien of $11,328.
They got me. I'm
so
Capone,
even the feds
baby.
are on his ass.
I'm Capone.
Even the feds are on his ass.
What they get Capone for? Tax evasion.
I'm the scammer.
I was going to expose James.
Uh-oh.
Let me bring to you a bigger problem, and this is for all the debaters in the community. This is a big problem here.
Bigger problem.
So modern day debate is their go-to guy for debating, right? He's their go-to guy. And look, what did he write in the chat? Mr. I'm a mediator and I just mediate. Choke me, Gabriel. Choke me.
No, I gotta dox him. I have to dox everyone who says anything I don't like.
Modern day debate, James Coons, who I'm going to
but
expose,
notice,
by the way.
He said he's gonna expose.
Completely, I'm exposing
Yeah.
James Coons.
Please
For
don't
the
expose
coonsy he
yourself.
is.
What? I'm gonna
We don't wanna
expose.
see
I'm
it.
gonna expose myself. I'm gonna expose myself to modern day debate, like I expose myself to you, Warner, and gonna expose them all.
Right? That
But
he's
it might
over
be
here.
too small. I'm not sure. But it's actually in quotes. So James quotes something he found funny from the debate.
Yeah, so that's James
someone else says.
quoting. That's James quoting what someone said, but he's laughing at it. Remember, this guy has a serious problem with anyone laughing at anything.
If you laugh, you know how we see these dots coming together sometimes. We see lots of, lots of obsession with men on men action, and very sensitive about laughing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he was in the bedroom with another man, removed his clothes, and the other guy started laughing.
And now he's all traumatized, and he tries to take this out on us. Come on, dude, deal with your own issues, man. Go to a psychiatrist.
Is that why he has this therapy session called Club Pyru?
Yeah.
Could it be because he needs the therapy to what happened to him by his boyfriend?
Guys, I'm not even joking. There's something weird about all of this stuff and the weird stuff that he's into and how it all ties together. Yep.
Here putting anti-Islamic comments, but Muslims want to run and go debate on his panel.
And that's all he says about James. He's going to expose him. He's
We
going to
got Holly-
expose him. He finds a single comment that he didn't like.
Good Dawa, guys. We got people doing all types of weird stuff right now.
Yeah.
I got Jazz attacking me on Twitter. Yo, Jazz, pack it up, bro. Hey, Jazz, pack it up. Get your Akita right, and go do something else, man.
Oh, did you hear that? His Akita's off. His Akita's off, like Jake said. What? What?
Give me your opinion, hey, Jazz. When I saw you in Toronto, you were on a walking cane. You could barely even walk. Don't give me your opinion.
I mean, I hate to do this.
He better watch out, because Ijaz is a fellow doxer, right? These guys will go into a doxing war. I'll dox you, no, I'll dox you, I'll dox you, I'll dox you.
Hey, and we know Ijaz ain't got no problem doxing somebody's sister either.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's true. That is true. And, look what Malik has made me do. He's going to make me defend Ijaz here, because he said that when I saw you, Ijaz, you were weak, you're crippled. Okay, he has a medical problem. How's that a reason to attack him? Attack him on doxing, attack him on being a scummy individual, attack him on all the on grifting, whatever, right? Wrong Akita, but why attack him because he has an illness that makes him weak and he needs a cane to walk? I mean, seriously, what is your problem, dude?
This guy seems pure, disgusting, narcissistic evil. Now, to be fair, so does Ijaz, but I'd have to agree with Thaddeus on this particular issue. Scumbag move. I promise I don't want to be zooted.
You're going to come and act right, or we're going to take you down. And you can throw 100 of you at me. By the way, chat.
Did you just hear that? Did you just hear that?
He admitted it.
Yes. You could throw 100 of you at me in the desert, out in the desert.
Take me down.
And is there anyone I can think of who'd be happy to stand behind the line and just watch? Oh, yes, he's one of my best Dawa buddies. They even call him the Watcher.
He's thinking Is he thinking he could take 100 Averys? Is that what he's trying to say right now?
He's saying he could take 100 dudes on all at once. Muhammad could only take 30, but I will take 100.
David, no. We have Jai, we have Doc, we have Thaddeus, we have Chris Claus, we have Under the Feet, who, by the way, I'm going to expose who that is on the next episode, right? We have all of
well,
this.
Be news to me, because I don't know who that is.
Versus little old Malik, and he's whooping your ass. Your blind
world.
zombie followers will burn.
He reminds me of that dude years ago, Charlie Zelenoff, who used to go around trying to fight people in the gyms and stuff, and they beat the frickin' crap out of him even after he sucker punched them and stuff like this. And then he'd go out proclaiming he's like 279 and 0 Even though he gets a crap beat out of him every time.
He got the crap beat out of him by Floyd Mayweather's dad.
Mm-hmm.
Qurans and do all that. They're going to do that anyway. They've been doing that. I never saw.
Really? I've been doing this? I've been doing this? When did I do that, man? That's for you, dude. That's for you.
And I made this comment earlier. Yes, David, you have ripped the Quran. You've eaten the Quran. You've desecrated the Quran. There's no doubt about that.
That's true.
But Thaddeus didn't.
Yep.
And neither did your brother.
Well, he may
Christ.
have. I don't know.
And neither did a bunch of other people until this situation. So
No. To be clear, Thaddeus, your brother in Christ, have all done stuff to Qurans in the past. I can verify that. But I would say the vast majority of people who are sending us videos did not and had no intention of it. They just saw these guys are like doxing and trying to get people killed now. Okay, gloves are off. So yeah, it's mostly new people, and even the people who are here, it's a lot of new ways. It's a lot of new ways.
Oh yeah. I mean, I have definitely ripped a few Quran pages on my live streams and such, but I mean, my lap is literally covered with pieces of Quran. I've ripped more Qurans in the last week than the rest of my life combined. All thanks to Malik.
Oh, and
much more coming. We're just getting started. As Malik says, we're just getting started. This is the baby game here. We're just getting started, Malik.
We do have a person that I know goes by the name of Wyatt. He also goes by the name of Men of El Zut. Hey, it's a boot to go down today, brother. It's a boot to go down. I'm a Canadian. He always bugs me about that, so I had to give it to him. He asked me on TikTok earlier.
Gotta crush these dudes.
One of the Twitter pages I clicked on that he wasn't already an Islamophobe. He wasn't already doing stupid things.
Yeah, but was he already ripping
you're
the
bringing
Quran?
Christians that like loved Islam.
I mean, obviously
David's
fans are against Islam, but were they already ripping the Quran?
No.
Yeah, 20v1 and bring 20 more.
Why? He just said 20v1, bring 20 more. 20's not enough for me.
I know. He said they're trying to take me down, but I can take 100 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And he said I'm going to whip them in the butt. And now he says 20. No, give me 40.
Is Logic gonna step up and be a man for his wife? That's what I'm seeing. Because my problem really, like everyone's making it seem like Logic doesn't speak about me on YouTube every day.
He doesn't.
You know, before I did any of this, that I was whooping your guys' ass. What Libiano's doing now, I used to do that to y'all.
Where?
Whooping it.
What's up with this dude in butts, man?
Give it, and don't get excited like Paul did in 2 Corinthians 12:7 when the thorn tickled him. I'm talking about every debate you guys were getting whacked.
Well, when's that? Did Muslims lose? I mean, did Muslims win one single debate all last year? Where?
Not that I can think of.
What are you saying, Chris? Oh, you're muted, Chris.
My bad. They were talking to the back. But 2 years ago, Malik debated GodLogic. Muslims and Christians laughed him out of the apologetics realm by calling him Dr. Shirk. You had the name Dr. Shirk for months on TikTok. Who did you beat in a debate? Like I don't remember any of that.
Mm-hmm. 0. Remember, can't spell Malik without the L.
You're gonna like this part, David.
Because your channel is going to become my channel, David. I'm going to have my face all over your channel. Your channel is going to become my channel. And guess what, David? At least, even if 10% of your followers get exposed to Islam based off of our beef, and even 1% of them convert, you will be Islam's best apologist.
What level of delusion does he think that people are watching all this going, well, he doxed another person. Oh, and he doxed this person. So, I want to convert to this. This is so strong and powerful. I love this religion.
Well, apparently your audience never knew about Islam, right? They never knew about Islam before. You're bringing up, because of this, they're learning about Islam for the first time. And I know that he didn't do the math, but I'm going to do the math for him. So he said 10% of his audience will hear about Islam for the first time, apparently, and 1% will convert. That's 4,000 people. That is a good number of people. But he says you'll be the greatest apologist in the history of Islam. So he just admitted that in the history of Islam, no one has ever converted 4,000 people to Islam.
It's good to know. Well, he is really good with math. That's why he crushed med school.
Mm-hmm.
You claim that you're trying to teach me to not do something, but you're only making me. It's only going to get worse. So your strategy ain't working.
Scared.
Yeah.
Scared.
No, dude. Let me break this down for you. And I say this because you use a similar tactic, but you're just stupid. So you're stupid. But most of the Dawah guys and Islam in general, it uses two tactics that would be, they can be teaching tactics, but if they're used for manipulation, they're manipulation tactics. So you guys use positive reinforcement and punishment. Those are generally the main two tactics of Dawah guys or Muslims in general. Someone does what you want, you shower them with praise, attention, everything else, and that encourages them to do it more and more and more. If someone does something you don't want, you punish them in various ways, threatening, doxing in this case, things like that, right? So that's what most people use, right, as manipulation tactics. I prefer a combination of what's called intermittent reinforcement. That's where it's kind of random what happens, and what's called traumatic one-trial learning, where you traumatize someone over some action that was taken so that their brain become hardwired to be terrified of something. Now, the difference is I will do this with an entire community. I'll do this with an entire community. So the longer you keep this up, the more the more people it will reach and the more the community will be aware of this. But the idea would be that the Quran desecration and so on, that this becomes so traumatic to the community once more and more people find out about it, that the idea of doxing some Christian, someone going after someone, becomes horrifying to them, so that they will police their own community. That's what I'm doing. You're just a pawn, dude. But I'm saying you have a similar mentality in the sense that you're you try to traumatize people, but you just do it with individuals. You're trying to traumatize me right now. Good luck with that, dude. Good luck with that. I've never been traumatized once in my entire life. No one has even come within 1 trillion miles of it, but you may be the one, dude. You may be the one. So anyway, with the Warner, when he called you a Mossad agent and stuff, you try to traumatize him, just terrify him. So you have a similar idea, but again, you're an idiot. You're an idiot, right? And you constantly discredit yourself with all the lies you're making up. So anyway, that's what's actually going on. You are a pawn. You are a tool in all of this. The longer you keep it up, the more traumatic it will be, not just for you, for the ummah, for the community, and future people who ever get the idea. Because keep in mind, after Muhammad Hijab pulled that stunt, I'm going to go after their wives. We started eating the Quran and so on. Quranagami, all that. Guess what? Muslims didn't try that again for years. It was do not do this. Do not do this. But you, tactical genius that you are, come along. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it even more. Okay. So what traumatized them several years ago with Muhammad Hijab is going to happen way more now. Guess what, dude? You'll either back off or they will make you back off at some point. The ummah will make you back off because of what you're causing. And guess what? They don't care. But I saw David's landlord. That's so powerful. Look at what you're causing over here with all this Quran desecration. Look at this. Stop this. So either you're just going to stop, you're going to give up, or Muslims going to make you stop. But by that time, the longer you keep it up, the longer you endure, the more traumatic it will be for the ummah, and the less likely someone will ever pull this stunt again. That's the actual reasoning in all of this, dude. So quit thinking that this is about you. You're a pawn in this dude's game. Anyway.
You're only going to keep exposing more and more and more Christians. And I'm going to keep doing it. And by the way, know this. No houses yet. No job calls. I'm just warming up.
Just getting warm.
I'm going to expose every single Islamophobe on this app, Even if I have to call your mothers. Piss on your dead grandma.
My mother's well aware of what
dirty
I'm
whore.
doing,
This
Malik,
dude
just so
doesn't
you
even know my mom's dead? What? What? He knows my grandma's dead, but doesn't know my mom's dead? How long you been looking into me, man? Come on. Be more careful.
I really
go to your mommy, discipline you, tell you to stop.
Yeah, just so you know, Malik, I am the oldest member of my bloodline. Everyone else gone.
And I hate to say it, Malik, but if you somehow were able to speak to my mother, you would not want to call another mother after that one. Because you think I'm bad when it comes to Islam. Oh, you don't want to hear that lady's mouth. Oh, and she'll give it to you over the phone, too. She'll tell you exactly about Aisha and Muhammad. She'll let you have it, and she won't care.
All right, last few seconds here. Let's see what he's got. Last chance, Malik, last chance until your next live stream when you say a bunch of other stupid, idiotic stuff.
Oh, and you said to come after Reed. Reed died a Muslim. I'm not going to come after your son, Reed. He died before puberty. He was a Muslim.
No, it was after puberty, dude. So, what now?
Club Pyru every day. We're going to come back to back. And we're going to make this happen every single day.
Back to back.
He was 15. Now you're saying 15-year-olds haven't reached puberty?
And I was old again.
Until these guys squeal like the little dogs they are.
Until we squeal like Dr. Maloink, Dr. Maloink the Quran pig.
We go squeal.
It is funny that a snitch is talking about squealing.
Yes, it is.
Okay, last couple seconds, only like 8 seconds left. Anything else?
And chat, I'm thinking about booking the flight to Houston. What do you guys think? Put a 1 if you think I should book a flight to Houston.
Although
it's good this time of the year.
Although I'll be impressed if your boy Jake doesn't back out. Oh man. Hey Chris, I don't know how long you normally go live, so if this is super late for you, my feelings will not be hurt if you cut out.
No, yeah, I was going to actually cut out. But before I do, David, I want to thank you and Thaddeus for inviting me to come on again. If you do any more Dawa drama like this and you want to bring up a Malik video from TikTok and you want to have me up here to give my input, I'd more than welcome to come back and do that again. And also, I did start a Give, Send, Go for myself so that I could get security cameras and whatnot. I do work 50 to 60 hours a week because my wife did have surgery, so she's off work right now. So I got to pick up the pace a little bit for being at home, right? I am the husband, so I've got no problem with that. But I'm not home most of the week. So getting the cameras and the security system set up would give me peace of mind while I'm at work that my wife and my 5 children would be safe. So I did put that up. It's on my YouTube under my posts if anybody wants to help out.
All right. And if I don't get to that this week, next week we will definitely make sure everyone who is interested in upgrading their security will be able to upgrade their security for the Dawa guys. In case Malik magically has one fan anywhere ever who's not the biggest coward on the planet.
I'm not even sure he has a fan that's over the age of 18, to be honest. I think they might all literally be children.
Well, if you think about it, his best friend, which was Henny Goat, lives with his mother and his grandmother and his wife in their house. So I'm just saying, that's the type of friends that he truly has. But with saying that, guys, salam alaikum, God bless, and you guys have a wonderful night.
God bless.
Catch you later. And his other fans, each one of them lives with his wife and first cousin.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just one person. In Curry Place. Oh, already read that one. Let's see. Hang on, trying to figure out where I laid off. Let's see. Oh yeah, 30 steaks, 1 Quran. That is good math. D Wood, please make a video on protecting Muslims from Muslims. You asked your audience to remind you. I look forward to meeting you at DebateCon. Yes, I will see you at DebateCon. I don't think I will be making that video this month because other stuff to deal with. But yeah, check with me next month on that. Momo was a rapper for the Al-Zut. He was definitely a rapper. Malik knows Warner was trying to join Illuminati because it was how their intimate relationship started. He promised to contact Jay-Z and Tory Lanez. Would not be surprising. Malik said D-Wood crafts narratives that sound good to his followers and that the only way to deal with D-Wood is to give him a taste of his own medicine. Yeah, good luck with that. Malik.
Hey, he's welcome to tear up some Qurans for a stream.
Yeah. Give us a taste of our own medicine. Malik is scared of both David and IP. You two have nothing to worry about. He's never going to show up to either of your houses. I know. We all know he's a little sniveling little coward. Arab voice. I'm here to expose David Sakata. Yes, I am real. I was born and raised in Bronx. Oh, Arab voice. Yeah. I a Yankee
look,
doodle dandy.
It's Al-Zoop flavored kisses, the famous from last night's stream.
Al-Zoop flavored kisses. Why these PDF followers are so dip and stupum. If you want to see the Ben Shapiro Jew horse video he posted, it is now on YouTube, named Me and My Tiny Horse. Maybe we should similar Muhammad AI vids. Yeah, it wouldn't be bad. Yeah, I saw a little video yesterday. You don't bring up Uthman's fake death threat enough. Uthman's fake death threat? What? Oh, yeah.
I think at some point he also claimed he had a death threat against him. But I mean, comparison to his other things, that's pretty minor. Lots of people say that. I mean,
yeah. Having Malik around is like losing 3 good men. What do you guys do with the paper after destroying the words of Momo? Please consider reuse it for a ranch project or just warm your houses. Yeah, I normally just eventually just toss it all in the garbage. I have piles all around me right now. We know the truth, D-Wood. It's Pamela Sagata. Yeah, they got me. Pam was right about Obama and everyone calling her a conspiracy theorist. With new tech, we know little boy Obama clearly photoshopped his birth certificate. I don't know about that. Never looked into it. Here's $5 for being associated with a Zionist. As your fan, I approve. No, my fans will reject me now. I entered the desert and gained the length of 30 men. Most would pay just to see their face. Most would pay just to see their face. Whose face? Sitting on the side, 327. Moho is performing ablutions after the night of Al-Zut. That's what he does. This Moweekling dude has a room temperature IQ. I'd say sub-room temperature. Thanks, definitely. Maliki, for reminding me to help Giant DOC. Thank you, Malik. You're going to make a lot of Christian apologists very happy in all this. Imagine being related to Muhammad, like being kid of him. Your dad is responsible. Oh, Malik's being related to Malik. Oh, okay, Malik. Being kid of him. Your dad is responsible for largest Quran desecration ever. Or what did I raise up? He's insane. Yeah, going to be a rough future for him. No, Malik thinks a 13-year-old cab go get married next year. No, Malik thinks a 13-year-old...
I assume that's supposed to say can.
Can go get married next year. Yeah. If he wanted to strike a nerve, he should have called you David Winger. That would be significantly worse. Yeah. You say David Sagata, I'm like, hey. You say David Winger, we're going to have problems. I don't understand why not debate Uthman. He's live right now because he won't. I don't know how clear I can make this. I don't know how I can possibly make this any more clear. We're all sick of the games. We have all agreed to in-person debates. He backs down from all of them. I said either do an in-person debate or admit that you're terrified of an in-person debate. Then we could talk about going on your stupid platform and so on. Apart from that, no, not interested. Don't care. He's going to keep saying, yeah, they're going live with me. This dude, oh my goodness, why? He's such a pathetic loser. He's second. Sheikh Uthman is second in the world. Guys, just think. How many moderated debates have I been in? Public moderated debates. Over 100. How many have you seen Uthman in? I've never seen him in one. And he keeps going around running his mouth that everyone else is scared of him. I'm about to debate at DebateCon. AP's about to debate at DebateCon. IP's about to debate at DebateCon. GodLogic and IP just said, we will go to you for a debate. You said you're free. He won't do it. He won't touch it. And we're supposed to go onto his little live stream where he's got the mute button. No, not interested in. Guys, how many people's live stream, how many Muslim live streams do I call into? I'm not interested. If you want to debate, name the time, name the place, we'll debate. You want me to call into your live stream? I'm not interested, guys. I'm just not. Oh, it's pathetic, man. We are Arabs. We don't know who our father is. I wish Nabil was still here to continue the war against Islam. Forgive me if I misspelled his name. You didn't, loved, yet sorely missed. I'm working on a Quran art project, the pop-up Quran. Nice. I was afraid that I wouldn't get to do it in time. I am relieved to hear that I've got the rest of the year to get it done. Praying for you all from Australia. Malik's not going to last the rest of the year, guys. Start a GoFundMe, David. We'll buy you a house. I am apparently going to need to move at some point. We'll see what happens. Hey, his parents are probably funding illegal activity by getting this information on you. I know you said you didn't want the police involved, but that is deeply unfair. Well, he's breaking so many laws in this that, yeah, police are going to end up getting involved. Because guess what? When you're going after everybody, people are going to respond in different ways. You see how I respond. Other people will be like, what? Okay, yeah, police. Yeah, here's what he did. Or lawyers just sue the crap out of him. So, yeah. David will live in a mansion by December. You guys are great tools for God. Yeah, and Malik is a great tool as well, just in a completely different way. Use Quran as a barbecue paper wrap for smoking purposes. Yep. I live in Williamsburg, Charles City, and New Kent counties in Virginia, and that is not a Virginia accent. Thank you. We all know that. Police lose reports all the time in Sharia crap holes. He's playing to his audience. Yeah, apparently this just got filed, so, I mean, should be there. Aside of me organizing files, illegal if gave false info to police, misdemeanor penalty of 6 months and fine. Cyber crimes are added after police report. Malik has all the symptoms of desperatitis. Yeah, guys, don't forget the main reason for all of this is he's being used. All his snitching is being used to destroy the dawah. He's trying to redeem himself and show himself useful. Like I'll be the guy who takes out David Wood. That's what I'll do. I'm going to be so strong. And what's he actually doing? Something way worse than snitching on his dawah buddies. Way worse. Way worse. Lack of text interpretation skills remains one of the biggest problems among Muslims. Yep. That's true. Connected to the IQ thing. James Wood, you could file a class action lawsuit. Okay. Have to find out who James Wood is first. He posted your address and threatened that his people will get you. It's time for legal action. Set up a GoFundMe. We'll see what happens.
Patience.
I still like seeing what people are going to do until they kind of fizzle out, right? Then I make decisions like that. But when they're still going, yeah, keep going. We'll see what happens.
We got other priorities right now, right, David? We got other priorities right now.
Yeah. I mean, just think. If he just like surrender tomorrow, I'm sorry, guys, I'm sorry. Quran demolition rants next week would be pretty lame, right? He'd already surrendered. Why would we do that, right? If he keeps going and we do Quran demolition rants, why are you guys doing Quran demolition rants? Well, this guy's doxing everyone's families and stuff like that, trying to get us all killed. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, go for it. Hey, how can I get involved in that Quran demolition ranch? That's what they're going to be like. Exposed, it came to me in a dream. David Sagaro is a time-traveling android. Just admit it. I'm your father. I admit it. Has anyone ever made a Quran with perforated pages? Not that I know of. Riddler question for the diddler. I appeared in the desert and rocked, and sooner left your prophet with his monkey shocked. Who am I? I appeared in the desert and rocked, and sooner left your prophet with his monkey shocked. Who am I? You've got Junior with his monkey, and then you also have the story of stoning a monkey in the sources, but don't know. David Winger. Ooh.
Check right, it's war.
Lies, faking stuff, manipulation. Is it not defamation? It's totally defamation. It totally is. Yeah.
It's defamation per se, right? You don't have to prove damages when you accuse someone of rape.
Yeah, it's definitely defamation. It's multiple counts of doxing, which are illegal in California. So yeah, he's breaking all kinds of laws. Doesn't mean you want to stop him just yet, right? Mm-hmm. An ex-Christian just accepted Islam on Uthman's live. All you clowns have taught not a single teaching to your petty followers. How embarrassing. Oh yeah. And
I have a robot voice.
Come on, guys. It's the same thing with Malik. If you lie, and lie, and then you say, oh, look, and we know you guys like set up fake interviews and everything is fake, and you fake hate crimes and so on. Then you say, oh, look at this. We don't take you seriously. We don't trust you enough to take you seriously. Uthman found a very real death threat on his car. Oh, yeah, he did. He did. And then he said, you will never stop my powerful dawah. And then people believed him for that. And then he did the bigger fake one. Remember that scenes in The Simpsons where Sideshow Bob just keeps stepping on rakes over and over and over and over again until it becomes a farce? Yeah, it sounds like Malik.
Mm-hmm.
No comment here, but thank you. And Mormons are just as wrong as Muslims. I don't know. One seems a bit more slaughter everyone in the entire world who doesn't agree with you and subjugate them and so on. All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining in.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else, Thaddeus?
Yeah, so...
Final thought.
Well, a couple things. So when we're done here, a video is going to be premiering.
Hey, I just checked it, man. $30,068, man, over on Giant DOC's fundraiser. Thank you, Malik, for drawing people's attention to that. Very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So when we wrap up, a video is going to be debuting on Quran Demolition Ranch, introducing you to the channel, what it's all about. Might find David featured in that video. I don't know.
So YouTube channel is Quran Demolition Ranch.
It is.
Quran Demolition Ranch, everyone. Just setting up for that's just the channel intro, and we're going to have some videos up. But everyone go check that out. Quran Demolition Ranch, the channel. You want to put the link down there, man?
Mm-hmm.
Want to toss a link in
I'll
there?
post the link here in a second. But my thoughts on today, Malik, bring it, right? I actually didn't put the clip in, but he did at some point talk about, 45 Quran pages, but he really didn't dox anyone successfully, but he attempted to dox 3 people. And then we ripped up another 50 pages today. Malik, come on. Where is this show? Get the show on the road, buddy. We can keep going, right? We can keep going, rip up all these pages.
We got lots of stuff, man.
We can buy more Qurans if we need to.
I got lots of Qurans, and I don't use much of them anymore because things went digital. Now I read on now I read on Kindle and stuff like that. So I don't need piles and piles of Qurans I have.
Yeah, so we ripped up 50 pages or 45 pages that first day. I think you might see 45 Qurans going down here very shortly. So you got a lot of work to do, buddy. You got a lot of work to do. You say that I work for you, but that's very interesting because if you're not putting out anything interesting, if you just keep repeating yourself like you did most of this stream, we're not going to have another stream. We're not going to just keep addressing the same things over and over again. So you better get to work, find some information. He said at one point that he didn't dox me today because he wanted to get the easy ones out of the way. If he thinks I'm hard to dox, right, when I use my full name, which is a pretty unique name, and there's newspaper
how many
articles
Thaddeus
written about me.
Billmans are there out there? Come on.
If I'm a hard one to dox, I'm not very impressed with your research skills here, Malik, but we already knew that. At the end of the day, Malik was right about one thing, though. There is a difference between Christians and Muslims, right? And he's saying this is some shocking information to him. He's like, the Christians, they don't care about ripping up books, but they care about saving human lives. But us Muslims, we see it the other way. we think doxing's no big deal. We think threatening and killing people's no big deal. But if you come after our text, well, that's a big deal. Yeah, fundamental difference between your religions, right? One religion cares about human beings. One religion is about love. One religion is about having a relationship with God. And the other is about violence and intimidation and worshiping a piece of paper because you believe it has God's words on it. Yeah, you know, if you have God, why do you need a piece of paper? And that's my statement at the end of the day. But if you do have God, then you value human beings because they're created in the image of God, and they, as an image bearer of God, they actually have a real reflection of God, not just a piece of paper.
Last two super chats here. Are you inviting Valentina Gomez to the ranch? No. Might ask her if she ever wants to contribute to a video, and probably she would. Proud to say I got timed out in Uthman's chat because I kept quoting Bible verses that refuted him. No, that's cool. And a little side note, this is actually funny. I just glanced over at his post earlier from Sheikh Uthman's X page, and he posted, "This is the final opportunity for GodLogic, Sam Shimon, X7." It's the final opportunity. So in other words, I challenge him to debate. So now don't ever ask me again. So this has all been a big sham to explain why he will never, ever debate. Here's what's funny. So he said, this is the final opportunity for GodLogic, Sam Shamoon, X17, Bruce, Sci, Fun, Prophet Arabian to show we not running. He can't even spell. To show we not running. Join live in 2 hours. So he posted that. All I did was comment. And I said, lol, Sheikh Uthman is a coward, and we all know it. We've all agreed to debate him, and he's backed down from every debate. Then he goes live and pretends. It's all a show. I'll be live on my own channel. In the meantime, here are the receipts, and I link to IP's video. Why is this interesting? Well, he has 49 likes on his post, 49 likes. My response comment, just me commenting, 193. What's that mean? So I got 4 times as many likes on mine as he did. What's that mean? It means his own fans aren't even falling for it anymore. They're not. I mean, you obviously have some fans falling for it, but they're not getting excited about this nonsense anymore. They're recognizing, and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to take it seriously at this point. So, yep, guys, sorry. He just got dusted. He got ratioed on his own post, and he better get used to it because people are on to him. All right, everyone. Not sure what will be going on tomorrow. If I'm going to be on on AP's channel, we'll see. But I'm sure Malik has more coming, and we definitely need him to keep going at least until we have Quran Demolition Ranch, because it would be kind of weird if he weren't still coming at us and doxing people. But we'll keep y'all updated. Fun times, unless you're a Dawa clown. Catch y'all later.